everyone! I know I said I wanted to do kind of less, or at least do one DSP video a week, but you know how Phil is. He hears what I say, and he decides to do more drama vlogs. I know, right? Fucking insane. He's out to get me, dude. It's fucking conspiracy theory time. But, two interesting things happened. He made a drama vlog on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And I knew from the start that it was gonna be one of those, I'm in huge trouble, and then next thing, like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Because we're gonna go over the 1 hour kind of drama vlog he did, and then we're gonna go over his update vlog. Because he did do an update vlog. So we're gonna do that, okay? Okay, everyone? You're all ready? I think we're ready for this.
Hello, everyone. Darkside here. Today is actually Wednesday. Sorry, I almost forgot the day. February 22nd, 2017. And I'm making a special vlog here.
A special vlog.
To discuss a couple of topics. Now, originally, I was going to make a vlog tonight already about one very important topic, something that everyone who watches my stuff, who attends the live streams, who watches my videos on YouTube, something you need to know, a big impending change coming to my schedule. I want to explain up front why this change is happening so you understand for transparency reasons. And also how this is going to affect the daily content that I put out on YouTube, so this way you know what to
I like how he can never, like, say something like a normal human. Like, he was like, well, I'm going to tell you about the schedule change because so you know where to find me, so you know when the stream starts. No, it's for transparency reasons. It's like he wants to make sure that we know he's being transparent with us. Like, I'm being transparent right now.
Every single day, rather than this change hits and then boom, you had no idea it was coming and everyone's confused. When does the stream start? Where's the videos, etc., etc. So I'm gonna outline all of that in this video. But unfortunately, something else has happened. Something that I did not ever foresee at this point. I mean, I'm so blindsided by this. In regards to, once again, YouTube and ad revenue, which I know many of you don't care about, and if you don't care about it, I recommend, once I talk about the schedule changing portion of the video, you skip the rest of it and close the video, alright?
And close the video.
Very important. I need to bring it up because at this point,
he knows no one's gonna close the fucking video because it's fucking it's a drama video.
It's basically putting me at risk of being able to do this as a job anymore. And or not necessarily because I can't really quit doing this and get another job, because another job wouldn't make as much money as I'm doing this, as I've explained many times before.
And I've said many times before, he can do both. He can get a job and do YouTube at the same time because he makes the same amount of money per each video. Like, he uploads a video and then he can and then he makes money off of each ad view or whatever. You know, it's not like if he does upload every day, it's not that people won't watch his videos. Yeah, it'll be less video content, but the thing is that it will allow people to actually catch up with stuff. You know, some people watch old videos to kind of be nostalgic. Like, you know, I might watch old Mega 64 videos because I like the old views as well as their new ones, etc., etc. Oh my God, stop. So that I don't get this. I can't get another job. It won't pay as much as YouTube. You can do both. You really can do both. Do gameplay stuff on the weekends or whatever, on his days off or whatever. You know, go to his job or do gameplay after his job, every night, that kind of stuff.
But at this point, I honestly don't know what else to do, and what I'm going to do is seek help from you, the viewers, for suggestions. I have a few suggestions already of other ways that I can bring in revenue to continue to do this as a job. Because YouTube is changing. YouTube is obviously screwing with things. I have evidence that I'm going to show you in this video that makes absolutely no logical sense. I'm talking with Machinima about this. Basically, the bottom line is YouTube ad revenue, at least for me on my channels, is down into the toilet. worse than January, which makes no sense because in January it was really bad. It always is bad in January because you had that big rush for the holidays, right? And then after the holidays, the ad revenue goes boo into the toilet for about a month. And then all of a sudden in February it comes back because you've got the Super Bowl, you've got big movies coming out, you get this big insurgence of ad revenue on YouTube. And for whatever reason, on my channels, it didn't happen. In fact, it's even worse than January by a large fucking margin, to the point where if this stands and doesn't turn around, I don't know how I'm going to keep paying my bills. It's that bad. And it's bullshit, and it has nothing to do with you.
But, like, I like how he makes money off of Patreon. Like, he makes, like, $1,200, let's say. I think it went up after this video because, you know, his fans are really, like, they really care a lot about him. So
it has nothing to do with me. If you actually look at views and everything going on, they're good. YouTube, for some reason, is paying me less for the same amount of work and the same amount of views and the same amount of everything. And there's no explanation why. I've already put in an inquiry to my partner network, Machinima. I have a little bit of information about that to follow up with you.
Now, I know people, I'm streaming as well. I'm doing this. So on the chat, keep bringing this up. Yes, I know it's because of advertiser unfriendly. I know it's because of that. He didn't know it at the time. That's why I'm not bringing it up. Because it's like, he didn't know at the time. But this comes to show that he even talked about it last year. He talked about it. I think it was like it might have been in a pre-stream or somewhere in September because someone tweeted about this. So, take it with a grain of salt. But he did talk about like, oh, YouTubers are worrying about the advertiser unfriendly stuff. But then he just instantly forgot about it because he thinks that, spoiler alert, in the other video he brings up that he doesn't think it matters because he does Let's Plays. But it affects every single video on YouTube that is monetized. Like, I could be deemed monetized or unfriendly on my main channel if I do fucking shit like that. But at this time he did not know about that. To be fair, it's just that he forgot that he talked about it in September.
Video. Alright. So let's talk about the first thing first. The thing that this original video was supposed to be about, alright? Oh, by the way, I'm going to mention this. I'm completely disabling comments and likes and dislikes on this video. And you might say, why?
Why?
Simple, because whenever I do one of these vlogs, that's very important. And if you actually care about me and my business and my putting out these live streams and videos every day, and you want to see me continue to do this, right, full time, you want to see this video. But there's this element that comes in who just want to shit all over everything. They completely ruin the comments. You know, sometimes I look in the comments for something constructive, and I got to go through 400.
Yeah, I mean, it's this negative element that comes in and says like, Phil, get a job or whatever. I mean, it's just so negative, dude. I mean, he wants the positive vibes. He wants to be positive all the time, I mean, part of me it's like I kind of agree with him at the same point, but he could just ignore the comment section then. Like, just ignore it, then. Like, because that's the other thing. Like I do agree that a lot of his comments on this, on these kind of vlogs are just dumb comments like, oh, Phil, I can't believe, fuck the detractors, I can't believe this would happen, fuck the haters. And all these fluff comments that just come out of the woodwork only for these vlogs. So, yeah, I agree that if you do care about DSP, you will be going to his Twitter or his email or his forums. So I do understand that. So. What? Pay me tons?
Insanely just negative, insulting messages to even get to something constructive. There's no point to it. And the bottom line is, those idiots who fucking are gonna tear this video apart to make me look bad and say all horrible things about, oh god, Phil's business is failing and how dare he ask for help and shit like that.
I never said how dare he ask for help. I'm just saying there's like, how dare he like put all of this responsibility on his viewers. It's what, because he already asks for their help. He already does that, like through the pre-streams, and that's fine. That's fine that he does that. It's fine that he has on the weekend preview these plugs that he has on this video of his Patreon and Twitter. I fucking get that, okay? Yippee. But making these special vlogs, it's fucking begging. It's fucking begging. I'm sorry if you're sitting there saying like, well, he needs to do these vlogs, Theo, because he needs to tell us. No, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're a fan of Phil, if you watch his streams, if you watch his gameplay, if you follow him on Twitter, you fucking know his Patreon exists. You know that's the best way to support him already. Do you really need these vlogs to tell you, now I need to donate. Now I need to, because he says I need to donate. No. No. Like, really? Really? Come on. These vlogs are just begging. It's begging because he knows the views that he's going to get. 10,930 views right now. That's how much views he has on this video. That's more views than any of his other channels. He knows what the fuck attention this brings. He knows. And I'm also kind of giving him more attention as well for doing this. Sure, but fucking look at this. If he didn't do vlogs like this, do you really think he's gonna get the drama people invested and giving him money to no.
They're gonna steal this video illegally anyway and post it on their own fucking channels, so let them have all that vile negative comments and shit on their own fucking channels and keep it off of mine. Alright?
Yeah, I'm stealing this video, guys, by going to his channel and watching the channel. I'm giving him the view. See, the thing is that if he wants to act like this is a business, my view is like me buying the video, let's say, because I'm watching the video. I get to do whatever the fuck I want with it, Phil, because I gave you the view. Oh, snap. Breaking news! My Google shit might be in danger, dude. Oh, well, it is what it is.
The bottom line is I want this message to come through. It's very important, and I need your feedback. If you genuinely watch this video, and you genuinely care, and you want to help, you can email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. You can tweet me at @theycallmeDSP. All right?
Yeah, so where you can just give him fluff like, I will support you, Phil. I'm gonna support you.
Is that you can reach me, or if you're a member of my forums on thekingofhate.com, you can send me a private message on my forums as well, okay? Those are the ways you can contact me with suggestions, with opinions, with input, all right? That's constructive. YouTube comments are so fucking toxic at this point, there's no reason for them to even exist anymore.
There's no reason for them to exist anymore. Okay, Anita Sarkeesian. Like, yeah, I get fucking annoying-ass comments, too. There are some comments I've gotten on both this channel and my main channel, which I fucking hate, but I keep my comments open. Like, that's why, like, see, if he goes and shadow bans people, yeah, that's shitty, but at the same time, that's his prerogative. He can do that because that's his channel, that's his comment section. I can understand that. To me, like, if you block people, whatever, that's your decision. You know, like, yeah, you know, you could say that's a shitty thing to do, but you know, it happens. Like, I might have blocked someone on this channel, like, only one person. I only blocked one person on this channel because I got tired of seeing their comments. I blocked, like, 2 people on Twitter because I just didn't want to get baited anymore, so I just kind of blocked them. But, like, that's your choice. That's why they give you these tools, and that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with people using these tools to block people that you don't want to see. But say like, well, I don't see the point of having comments anymore. Fuck comments. Turn off all comments. I think that's just a shitty thing to do to begin with. Because it's punishing people who would give genuine comments and then just those who give the shitty comments. But whatever.
On a video like this.
Let's continue.
Alright. So first off, ladies and gentlemen, I moved to the state of Washington into this house in the middle of 2014. So almost 3 years ago at this point, if you can believe it. And yeah, time has flown. It does not seem like 3 years. It seems like yesterday that I was leaving Connecticut. It really does. And in a lot of ways, things have gone good. But in a lot of ways, things did not turn out the way that I had intended. All right. And I need to explain a little about that because a lot of you have no idea
No
what
idea.
my daily life is like and everything like that. So allow me to explain. When I first moved here to Washington State, it was for multiple reasons. Number one, because Leanna and I wanted to live together, and we knew that getting a place in Connecticut was going to be incredibly over expensive. In fact, and this is no lie, I'm not even kidding you.
No lie.
The mortgage on this house is pretty much about the same payment as the condo in Connecticut. This fucking giant house in Washington, it's not giant, I should say, it's a normal size house in Washington. I say giant because in comparison to the condo, which is a really big place in Connecticut, I'm paying pretty much the same. So that's why I wanted to move out. I wanted to get a house.
But didn't you say that the condo costed a lot of money? Like, it was expensive to live there in the condo itself? Not taxes, but the condo itself to pay all that shit. Didn't you say that that was expensive? And then he moved into a house that was the same price? So, the whole time, in every video where he said, well, I moved here because I pay less? I don't pay as much as I did in the condo. He's paying the same in the condo, except for tax time. So then what's the point? Then what was the point? You're paying the same, but then you said that you weren't paying the same, but now you're paying the same? So then what was the point of moving? Taxes? But taxes is once a year. Like, really? 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 I mean, yeah, taxes in Connecticut are a bitch. I'm not gonna lie about that, but it's like one time a year you fucking deal with it. Like, people usually save money for tax time, usually. Like, they know, like, oh, taxes are coming. You know, after taxes just now, I'm gonna save up money so I can pay it off next year so you don't have to worry about it or whatever. But Phil can't save money. He never saves money. Never. And it gets juicy in this video, too. Don't worry. Don't worry.
We can have a life together. You know, I was hoping the business would get set up and things would go good here. She could get established here in Washington State, get a job, get maybe her own business going. And within a few years, we could see if we wanted to branch out and do other things and have our life together. I mean, honestly, maybe start a family and that kind of stuff.
A family. Dark side family.
We're all kind of contemplating in our heads here together when we moved across the country to the Washington State. All right? So that was our personal life. We wanted to have a life together here because we didn't live together on the East Coast. She lived with her mom in Pennsylvania. I lived in this tiny little condo in Connecticut. And we knew it wasn't going to work out. To get a house in Connecticut would be so dumb because it was so expensive. We'd have something a third of the size of what we got out here. All right. Plus, by the way, taxes, prices, everything out here is cheaper than it was back home in Connecticut. There's no state tax here. Okay.
But you just said that you're paying the same with like the house costs the same as the condo. You just said in the same video, not even like 5 minutes ago, that you're paying the same as you did in the condo. Now it's like, oh, I'm paying less. He's paying less in taxes, okay, but that's a one a year payment. Once a year. Like
So that was one of the primary reasons why we moved here to Washington State to this house. Number two, for the business, because I knew getting out of that element of Connecticut where, again, taxes insanely high, state taxes for absolutely no reason. This internet that I had at the condo that really wasn't good internet and constantly would go out and give me problems, and there was no way for me to have higher quality internet, regardless of the fact that techs had been out to rewire the place a million times. It always was shit internet. I knew moving out here, having an office, which I now have. By the way, this office is a full tax write-off every year. I get, a bunch of money off my taxes because I have a room.
That's his tax write-off? This fucking guy. See, this is where the con kind of comes up. It kind of just feels like he's doing YouTube as a way to con taxes. Like, well, my business is YouTube and I play fucking video games. It's an office. Tax write-off. Like, I'm sure. Okay, look. To be fair, yes, I'm pretty sure every other Let's Player does that. I fucking agree with that. Sure, it's still kind of shitty that other YouTubers do it. The only thing is that it goes back to what I said before. If you're gonna do Let's Plays as a job, and if you're gonna do YouTube as a job, you kind of have your product has to show that. Like, you have to show that you're putting work into it. Like, if I said that this channel is my job, then this is a shit job because it's just okay, video here, picture in picture, hit record, stop record, upload. That's not a lot of work. That's not a lot of effort. I don't want to get paid for this. If I did a video where I'm like, okay, I'm doing like actual art, and the art is actually doing something on screen, I actually am like scripting stuff out, you know, whatever, then yeah, that I could see that being a job. But this, no. What he does, like, it's so fucking lazy. And he's like, well, this is a job. Tax write-off.
My house that's dedicated just for the business. To be able to do things in basically a better environment. You know, the soundproofing that I have here, the professional quality mic that I have in here. All right. And, you know, at one point when I was working with the green screen, I know now it's been a year and a half since I touched it, but that might change. I may be able to use it soon, but I'm not going to get to that. That's a different
yeah, that might change. Yeah, sure. No.
Anyway,
there
was
a
bunch of
Patreon
things I
event.
knew I could do to improve my business that I couldn't do in this little shitty condo in Connecticut with the situation that I had. All right. And my health. And this was kind of the third major reason why I wanted to move out of Connecticut. I have a lot of health problems, not major health problems, but post-nasal drip, okay?
Health problems. He has health problems, guys. What the fuck does this have to do with anything? He's talking about schedule change. We haven't gotten to it yet. We're talking 8 minutes in, hasn't talked about the schedule change yet. He's just talking about this fluff piece. And now he's talking about his health problems.
My whole life, that's why you hear me snorting or whatever, never goes away. Every video I've ever made, you can hear it, yet people complain about it today like it's something new when it's...
Maybe you should edit it out, or mute it, or you know, fucking hold it in, like... I don't know. I feel like you can hold in a snort. I don't know why it has to be like all the time. I mean, and it's gotten worse.
In every video I ever put out for YouTube for 8 years.
But the other thing is that, like, what about the burping? He burps into the mic every time. Like yesterday's Neo stream, he burped right into the mic. Is that a health issue? Well, I need to burp. I need to fucking burp.
You've heard it. No cure for it or anything like that.
No cure! Guys, he has no cure for post-nasal drip. Donate to him because there's no cure for post-nasal drip. What a terrible thing to have. Right? Out of all the things on this planet you can get, post-nasal drip is the worst, dude. I mean, this is nothing he could do.
My back injury, which when I moved out here was much worse than it is now. My overall health when it comes to eating and everything. There were many things that I wanted to improve by moving to Washington State, okay? And by the way, most of them have improved, you know? When you think about it, the quality of my videos, big jump when I moved to Washington and I had this office. I upgraded all my equipment, the soundproofing, everything sounds so much better than it used to. It really is a giant jump in quality from what I used to do.
Not really. Whatever. That's what you think.
My health has improved. I lost weight. As people say all the time when I stand up in these videos, it's like, oh my god, Phil lost weight. Yeah, I lost weight.
What does this have to do with the fucking schedule? I lost weight, guys. I burped. I snort. I moved to Washington. I fucking shaved my face today. I did things. I got a haircut. I made myself look professional today. Yeah, okay. Where's the schedule update?
Than I used to be. I'm eating way healthier than I used to.
And I'm sorry again. Actually, no. We'll listen.
You know, Leanna makes us really healthy meals most of the week. You know, every once in a while we go out for fast food, and it's hilarious because you know the one time a week that we go out for fast food to film a DSP tries it, people think that I eat that every day.
But in a pre-stream of Lego Batman, Leanna said that they had fast food like multiple times, like 2 times or whatever. But anyways. I'm sorry, Phil, but your fucking body doesn't give a shit. The thing is that, yeah, he lost weight from Connecticut. I will level with you there. I keep getting this argument with this person on my channel, but you know, it's fine. He lost weight, but he's not in good. He's not in like the perfect diet either. He still has fat. It's just that it's going to different places now. Like he doesn't have a belly. Okay, great, yippee. But I still see like he has like flabby tits. He has like this thing right here is like kind of drooping. Like you don't really notice the neck anymore. Like there's no outline for the chin. Like like when you look at my head, like you see like this like you see my chin. You see like my jawline. You don't really see Phil's jawline. Like you see the side of it, obviously, but like when you get to the bottom of it, it's just kind of like it does out. Like it's like doughy here. Like instead of his head being like, hold on, I'm gonna draw this. Instead of his head being like this, see, like that's the chin. This is the third quarter angle view. But see, this is like the jaw, chin, other side of the jaw, up. Okay, this is Phil's head right here. Okay, draw the head. This is what he looks like. See, there's no jaw at all. There's just the side of it, but then it just kind of does out around here, and then he's like this. And this is fucking recognizable as DSP, dude. Not gonna lie, that actually looks like DSP. A quick little sketch looks like DSP.
In reality, I'm eating these healthy meals almost every day that Leanna makes for us. And that's awesome. And my back, by the way, so much better since the move.
Oh, so much
doesn't
better.
hurt at all anymore unless I'm like out and either number one lifting heavy stuff, like when there was snow a couple weeks ago and I had the shovel, then it fucking hurt like crazy. Or number two, if I'm out for like a day and I'm stressed out and we've been walking around.
He had a shovel and it hurts his little backy wacky. But here's the thing, though. He lives in a condo complex, though, right? And he has a parking lot. Don't they have? I'm pretty sure complexes like that they have like people to shovel for them. Like he doesn't have to shovel. Am I wrong? 'Cause I'm pretty sure when someone has like a condo or like an apartment complex or whatever, and they have a parking lot to where they put their car, they don't have the residents shovel the parking lot. They have some guy come in to handle it, right? But whatever. I mean, I shovel my driveway all the time. There are people in my neighborhood that are old that shovel the driveway. They don't fucking complain. Except for Phil. Okay.
Day or whatever, doing errands, and I come home, then it hurts a little bit. But it's nothing like it used to be. No more shooting pain, no more numbness.
No more
shooting pain. For the most part, my
pain.
back is rehabilitated in a lot of ways. Okay?
Rehabilitated, guys. It rehabilitated itself.
The one thing that didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to was basically Leanna and my relationship here in Washington, mostly because of the business. All right?
Business.
What I was hoping is that eventually, like I said, we'd both have successful businesses here in Washington State, and we'd be able to have a lifestyle schedule that maybe we could live, since we're living together, we'd be able to do more stuff together. Because the way it used to be when we lived in Connecticut, okay, is that for 3 weeks of the month, I would work my ass off. Every day I'd be live streaming, multiple hours or multiple sessions, 5, 6, 7 hours of gameplay a day in a lot of cases, depending on what new releases were out or whatever, editing videos and stuff, and it was like that for 3 straight weeks. And then I would take off 4 to 5 days in a clump when Leanna would come visit for the month. She would come visit for the month, and we'd have this kind of basically like a mini vacation where
a mini vacation,
spend, meaningful time together. We'd be able to go out and do some tourism, or maybe go on a little mini trip and have time, going out shopping and doing stuff together, going to restaurants or whatever in Connecticut. That's how it was. It was kind of like 3 weeks of the month I worked my ass off, and then for a few days at the end of the month when Leanna came to visit, it was like almost like a relaxation period, a mini vacation. And it was perfect because, number one, I would have enough videos saved up from those 3 or so weeks before she visited to upload to YouTube during the time when we weren't going to be doing any kind of new gameplay or whatever, and it filled the time perfectly, so no one really complained. And number two, it gave me some release. It allowed us to have quality time together, that we didn't have to worry about the business.
Okay. Let's go to Instagram. Bum, 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 bum. Do they call me DSP? Let's take a look at his release. We're gonna go in a little bit dated, okay? I think this is before the flag. So this is not. I don't think this 2 weeks ago. So that's the unwinding, guys. No, I'm watching anime, watching Twin Peaks. No. Uh-oh, guys. No. He had to shovel the driveway. Uh-oh. He watched Groundhog's Day. Yeah. Oh yeah, he watched it on my birthday, guys. Fucking Groundhog Day. No, look at this release, dude. He gets released, but he doesn't want you to know. Oh, look at that. Is that a fucking stew? It kind of is, but I think there's too much meat, and I think the meat's too thick, and I think the vegetables are too thick. This stew is a pretty bad stew, TBH. But whatever. Oh, that's the other video.
YouTube or any of that shit behind the scenes, and we could just sit down and relax and do stuff together. And
But he does that now, though. He does that now. That's why that's the lay around time people have been saying. Like, and then when he brings up date night, he does date night. Date night, guys. He does fucking date night. On top of that, what?
Why? And I would come back feeling refreshed and ready to hit the ground running for another, batch of new stuff for the next month. Unfortunately, since we moved to Washington State, that has completely gone away. Okay.
Completely? I mean, maybe partly. I'll beat him halfway and say partly gone away, but completely? A guy who wakes up at like 10 or 11 o'clock a.m., sets up stream at noon, doesn't start gameplay until 1 o'clock his time, and then streams until like 4 o'clock, has dinner, does a few editing. According to his time frame, his editing ranges from 2 hours to 5 hours. Anything above 5 hours I feel is a lie. I don't believe his 5 hours that he says, oh, I edited for 5 hours. I don't really believe that, but I'll give him 5 hours. Okay, fair enough. But it ranges between there. So let's see. So he has dinner around 5, 6 o'clock. So 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So then he stays up and watches anime or wrestling with Leanna, his girlfriend. And he goes to bed at 2 a.m. He has release. That's the release time he has. That between 11 o'clock to 2 a.m. It's, again, I wouldn't say it's completely gone. I think completely is an exaggeration of what's actually going on. I wouldn't say it's that he has it 100% release or whatever, but he has release time. He has lay around time. It might not be as much as anyone else, but he has it. That fucking gulp. I'm sorry, but I'm so fucking annoyed when this fucker drinks water, goes towards like. It's so disgusting. It's like he's fucking. Oh, it's so disgusting to hear.
What's happened here is my life has become work.
My life has become work! Okay.
Life is 100% dictated by work. Meaning, every day I have to get up and get ready for stream. Because I stream every single damned day. Now, there are a couple exceptions. With today, I'm not feeling well, right? Or I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before. Maybe I'll take a
But you fucking asshole. Well, okay, not fucking asshole. But he has said that he would cut down on streaming in November when he was on YouTube. Then he chose to stream every day on Twitch. That's his fucking decision. Was he forced? No, he chose to do it. He chose to stream every day. Who are you fooling? Honest, like how dumb do you have to be to fucking say shit like this? I stream every day. My life has become work. But you said you wouldn't stream every day back in November. Why not just not stream every day? Like, you brought this idea up before, and now it's like, oh, now the idea is fucking concrete, guys. He's now for real considering streaming last by one day. Fuck off. That lie,
Here or there.
dude.
Most part, those aren't fun days off. Those are days where I'm in bed all day because I feel like shit. Or every once in a while,
I felt like shit yesterday, and I wasn't in bed all day. I was lying down for most of the time, but I was like, fucking coping with it.
rarely, maybe 2 times a year, I'll schedule maybe a weekend or a day or two with Leanna where we'll go do stuff together, and therefore I'll take a day or two off. But for the most part, I'm here, 365 days a year. I'm here streaming almost every day, putting out new content for you on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I don't know if anyone else does that. Because I don't, again, I don't follow anyone else on YouTube. I don't watch anyone else's stuff. So I have no idea how they have a work-life balance. But basically, my life is work. Okay? That's just how it is. Now, luckily, my work is video games. And video games are fun. If this work was anything else, I probably would hate my fucking life and want to jump out the window. But the good news is, because my work is fun stuff, being able to go on stream and...
His work is fun. His work is fun, but remember that he loves doing what he's doing. When he says fuck this game, what a piece of shit, and he gets angry at stream, he's having fun. Okay.
At games and talk to people on stream and on Twitter with social media and
yeah, that's why he blocks people when people defend Street Fighter V, and then he blocked me for I got banned from his chat 3 times. First time it was just because I think he didn't like that I was part of the, not part of, but I don't know, he didn't like me for whatever reason. Oh no, because I said that he was doing it for money. Okay, he bugged me for that. Second time, I got blocked for saying that Dark Souls wasn't a redemption one or something. I said something like that. Then the third time I said, thank you, you fucking worthless humans, for the views. But I quoted DSP. It was a DSP quote, and I got banned for that.
Post up fun videos and edit cool reviews that people care about and stuff like that. That's why I love this job, all right? Because it's fun stuff for work. But there still has to somehow be a work-life balance. And unfortunately, what's happened over the past few years since I've been in Washington is that what I was hoping would happen, since, I was going to have an office, I was going to have a better setup, I was going to be able to do things differently, I was hoping that things would stabilize and I kind of have like a plateau and this is where I am and I just stay where I am with the business, and then I'd be able to say, okay, well now I can finally get a schedule that's a little bit more lax, where I could, maybe have some time off or whatever, and eventually what I wanted to do if I was going to keep making the money that I was save up money so I could go maybe get another kind of business, like a restaurant or some kind of brick and mortar business, and I could share my time possibly between...
A restaurant. This fucking guy with a restaurant, I would not trust this guy with my own fucking food. Even if I was in the kitchen with him and I was helping him cook, I would not trust him with anything. He doesn't even follow his own fucking recipe. Watch Cooking with the King when he makes his special sauce. He says, well, the recipe calls for this, but not gonna do it. We're gonna put a lot more sugar. He ignores his own recipe. Do you think this guy is gonna run his own business? Fucking get Gordon Ramsay in his fucking restaurant at that point. I would love to see that. And a brick and mortar business. Why does he keep saying brick and mortar? This fucking... What? What would a brick and mortar business be that DSP would be running?
YouTube and this business venture, not that I wanted to do YouTube full-time forever. I didn't. I kind of wanted to phase out of it. And
bullshit!
if things had gone well...
Bullshit! No. If he wanted to phase out of it, he would have saved up his money. He didn't. It's fucking bullshit that he's saying this. He He spent money on other people's trips for no reason. Because again, if he was saving money, that's a waste of money right there. No, no, you're no, no, no. That is the biggest fucking lie in this entire video. Well, one of the biggest lies in this entire video, but no.
No things had gone badly, more than likely by now, 3 years living in Washington, I would have been at a point where I could say, okay, now maybe I can start taking the initial stages to phase out of being a full-time YouTuber and still do YouTube.
No, that's a lie, because you would have saved up your money and you would have been able to do it years ago, but you were dumb. You decided not to save your money and decided to move across the country and then decided to celebrate in debt.
Do that as a part-time thing while I go off and I have my own business going or whatever. And that didn't work out at all. For those who've been following along, you'll know.
Thank you, Steam Sniper Wolf.
After challenge, after every possible fucking thing that could go wrong. False copyright strikes. Multiple ones. DDoS attacks, right? Being swatted. Basically getting my YouTube channels kicked out of YouTube search when it comes to gaming. Which is probably the biggest detriment, because if my YouTube channels don't show up in YouTube search when a new game comes out, I get 0 new viewers. Like, literally 0 new viewers come into my channel to watch my stuff, because when a new game comes out and I'm playing it, none of my videos are showing up in YouTube search anymore.
0
because
viewers.
Those false copyright strikes a few years back.
Copyright strikes.
No matter how people want to spin it, they say, oh, Phil just uses that as an excuse and all that. No, like literally, I got false copyright strikes against my channel. I had to delete a ton of videos to prevent even more because it was a loophole in YouTube's copyright system. I was instructed by YouTube to do this. I want to make this clear because people don't seem to understand. I was instructed by fucking YouTube to do this because their system sucked. And they didn't want to recode their whole system for me.
Well, he said... Back when he got these copyright strikes, Machinima told him to do it. Now it's YouTube? YouTube now told him? I fucking doubt YouTube told him that. I really fucking doubt that. Because, but even if YouTube told him that, like, yeah, deleting those videos, sure, but like, it's so fucking dumb. Because, like, but he could have done, what he should have done was delete these videos in waves, not all at once. Deleting all those videos all at once is fucking retarded. He has all his views. If he deletes all of them all at once, of course it's gonna look fucking shitty, and the system is gonna fucking label him as a fishy channel. Whatever.
But when I deleted those videos, my YouTube channels just basically plummeted out of YouTube search and they never came back. So here I am 2 years later from when all that copyright shit was going on, and I get no new viewership on my videos at all. The few people who kind of trickle in either discover me by accident or they came in for something completely negative. They heard that I'm an asshole. They heard that I'm terrible at games and they want to see for themselves, and they come and watch like, oh shit, this is actually entertaining and Phil's not that bad of a guy. I'm going to keep watching his stuff. It's ridiculous. That's the only new viewership I get anymore. Ask anyone. It's very hard now for me to get any new viewership on YouTube because of this bullshit that happened with DSP Gaming and the false copyright strikes. So I went from here's my income to here's my income to here's my income. Then the false copyright strikes hit and I went down to here's my income. Oh yeah. Then I lost my contract with Machinima that was based on views, and now my contract on Machinima is based on ad revenue. So I went from this income to this income, and now this big fiasco we're going to talk about later on in this video, YouTube ad revenue is plummeted out of nowhere into the fucking toilet.
Holy shit! I remember, dude, remember when he said in this video in the beginning, if you don't want to hear about the YouTube fiasco shit and you just want to listen to the schedule change, then leave the video once I talk about the schedule change and all that. And now he's talking about the YouTube. He hasn't talked about the schedule change yet. And what a Fuck, man, that is fucking shitty. That is fucking shitty. I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I'm getting like worked up, but like, Jesus, that is insane. I watched. This is the third time I'm watching this video because I watched it the first time when it was launched, and then I watched it again on Freedom Chat because it had it on repeat. So I was like, oh no, I'll watch it again so I can get like, maybe I missed something. And now I just fucking realized, 16 minutes in, hasn't talked about the fucking schedule change yet. Says that, oh, if you don't want to listen to YouTube stuff, check out at the end of the video, at the end of the schedule change, because then that's when I'm talking about it. But he's talking about it now. He's talking about it right now. Yeah, he's gonna go in further detail at the end, but are you fucking kidding me?
So now my income's boo! So because of this, I've never been able to go from this schedule where I said, okay, when I first get to Washington, I'll work my ass off, and every day I'll stream it. Every day I'll work. And eventually it's going to get better because I can maybe not be a full-time YouTuber anymore. And, there's the silver lining in the clouds, or the light at the end of the tunnel. And it just kept pushing back and getting further out of reach and further away. And now to the point where I don't know if I'm ever going to reach it, honestly.
My mom...
But anyway, what I'm getting to here is something's got to give. Because I'm at a point now where literally with Leanna and I, we don't get to spend any quality time together. That we wake up in the morning, we see each other for half an hour, if that, to just basically wake up and snap each other out of being asleep and, have a coffee or whatever. I'm immediately to work. But I can't even sleep in.
I thought, you don't drink coffee anymore. Well, I gotta hear that again, actually. I want to hear that again.
Point now, we're literally with Leanna and I, we don't get to spend...
Oh, are you fucking kidding me, YouTube? You're gonna do this shit?
Here's my income.
Oh my god, the video froze.
And it just kept pushing back and getting watching, like, oh shit, this is actually entertaining, and Phil's not that bad of a guy. I'm gonna keep watching his stuff. It's ridiculous. That's the only new viewership I get anymore. Ask anyone. It's very hard now for me to get any new viewership on YouTube because of this bullshit that happened with DSP Gaming and the false copyright strikes. So I went from here's my income to work, and eventually now this big fiasco we're going to talk about later on in this video. YouTube ad revenue is plummeted out of nowhere into the fucking toilet. So now my income's boo. So because of this, I've never been able to go from this schedule where I said, okay, when I first get to Washington, I'll work my ass off, and every day I'll stream it. Every day I'll work. And eventually it's going to get better because I can maybe not be a full-time YouTuber anymore. And, there's the silver lining in the clouds, or the light at the end of the tunnel. And it just kept pushing back and getting further out of reach and further away. And now to the point where I don't know if I'm ever going to reach it, honestly.
Oh, no.
Anyway, what I'm getting to here is something's got to give. Because I'm at a point now where literally with Leanna and I, we don't get to spend any quality time together. That we wake up in the morning, we see each other for half an hour, if that, to just basically wake up and snap each other out of being asleep and, have a coffee or whatever.
Oh, fucking bullshit. Bullshit! Bull fucking shit. Because he has said in videos not even that far away, like he said it multiple times, like in the past year, like even in like near the end of 2016 he brought this up. He said that usually Leanna goes to work, I'm sleeping in, and that's it. He has said he slept in before. He said he can't wake up early in the morning before. He can't wake up before 9 a.m. Why? Why can't he wake up? Who knows? He has said he doesn't wake up early. He sleeps in. That is a fucking lie. No, he sleeps fucking in. I fucking know it because I've had a sleep schedule like his before where I stayed up late at night and then I wake up like around noon. That's sleeping in. Just because you don't wake up at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock doesn't mean that's not sleeping in. That's sleeping fucking in. Okay.
I'm immediately to work, right? I can't even...
Immediately to work. Okay, you know what? I can't, we can't count today because he has a plumber. But go back to, early last week's, look at Liquid MK's stream. He has it archived on his channel. Great stream, great guy, he's tremendous. Check him out. and see how long it takes him to fucking start a stream. He doesn't start the stream. Pre-stream doesn't start until like 12:30 his time. And then he starts gameplay at 1 o'clock. Immediately to work. That is the most lofty explanation for immediate. That's like me saying, well, I scheduled a shift for my EMT service for 12 o'clock p.m. I immediately went to work at 11:59 p.m. a.m. Got there at like 12:30, and I immediately started to work, even though we haven't gotten a call yet. But I immediately started to work. Okay.
Sleep in ever. I'm immediately to work every fucking day. You know, most people have an office job. Yeah, at least get a day or two off. Even people who have tough, you know.
Hey, Phil, you should talk to some doctors. Like, yeah, doctors some might get like days off or a weekend off, but they have this thing where it's called being on call. So what that means, in case you guys don't know, I mean, I'm sure you guys know what that is. I'm assuming you're intelligent humans, but let's say a DSP is watching this video and he doesn't understand. It's doctors who are off duty, or who, you know, they might be off shift, they might have a day off, or whatever, but they're on call, which means that they might get a call from their job. The hospital might call them and be like, "Hey, we need you for this because, you know, they need to check this thing out," or whatever. They might need you for some reason. And that's what being on call is. Yeah, you're at home. Yeah, you can relax. You can do whatever. But, you know, you have to also assume that they might call you at a whim's notice to have you go back to work. That has happened. But if doctors work night shifts, they're a little bit more lenient, and they pay more because you're fucking up your own sleeping schedule for it. So there you go.
Contracting jobs, people who work, you know, retail jobs and fast food jobs. Even you have days off. I'm here every fucking day for the.
I have a friend who worked at like a retail job. He didn't have weekends off. He had maybe one day off, and then he had 2 days off, but one of them was for band practice. But he had a day off. But okay.
Say I'd never get that peace of mind where, man, tomorrow if I'm beat, I could just sleep in and oh yes, or you know, oh man, I don't have to be on a schedule where I get this done and this done and this done. Every day my mind is gotta do this for the business, gotta do this, then this, then this, then this, then this. That's how my mind is all day. And then people say, oh well, Phil, you'd get more done if you didn't have that relaxation time at night. I need that.
I need that relaxation time, dude. No, if you like. The more you put into your business, the more successful it will be, and then you'll be able to relax down the line. Like, I mean, like, I follow a lot of artists on Twitter. One of the artists, shout out to Indivisible, Lab Zero, best development team. They make Skullgirls. So there you go. She does a lot of like crunch time. She crunches a lot of time. She doesn't have time for doing like freelance work or commissions or anything because she's working on an Indivisible right now. She's working on in between frames, character designs, art direction, all that kind of stuff. She's constantly busy, and I never see her sit there and be like, "Well, I'm relaxing. I'm just gonna take a day off. I got to see the movie." Like the only time I see her tweet is when she's either talking about like how exhausted she is or like during her lunch breaks. That's the only time I see her on Twitter, or like the odd time she goes on vacation. But most of the time, 99% of the time I see her tweet is her doing fucking business shit. Because she's fucking busy. She has a real job. Making games, doing shit. This fucking guy. I stream from 12 to 4. Hard work, guys. I'm thinking about the business every day. No, fucking lies.
Because all day from the moment I wake up, it's boop, 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 boop. And then finally at night, I give myself an hour or two to not think about that. To just sit there.
Oh, fucking But he has fun, guys. He has fun with his job. He loves his job, guys. It's so much fun, but it's stressful. And it's like, bop, 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 bop. No. I doubt. No, the only thing you're thinking about your business, I'll give you credit. You are probably thinking about he probably is thinking about his business every day, but he's probably thinking about how much money he's making, how to make more money, how to get his fans to give him more money.
With Leanna maybe and watch a little bit of TV or whatever. That's what I mean. That's our time together. We watch a TV show or two to unwind so we can go to sleep.
And then date night and errands. But that doesn't happen.
I mean, it's ridiculous. We don't have any time to go out and even do anything together to have any meaningful time. And I'll be honest here,
Yeah, it's not like you went to see Rings in January, right? You didn't see Rings, right? Oh, he did. Okay. He went to see a lot of movies last year. He goes to restaurants all the time. He went to restaurants a lot. Be it once a week, but he went to a lot of expensive restaurants. So he doesn't do stuff with Leanna. Okay.
Especially now that she's working and she has a part-time job, we see each other even less. A lot of the times, she's going to sleep early because she needs to get up early in the morning for work, while I don't need to. So I'm staying up, especially because a lot of times I'm babysitting videos or
babysitting videos, staying up all night. Like, I do kind of agree that I usually don't upload videos at night when I'm wanting to go to bed because I'll be up later, so I upload it the next day. But anyways, whatever. Do you guys notice Phil never dress up and always dress up like a creep?
I'm still, a lot of the times here I'm getting stuck in the office now. I used to have a schedule where I'd be out of the office by 9:30. I'm getting stuck in here till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night now.
What? What? Why? How? How is he stuck in the office that late now? The cock? Is it the cock? The KOCC? The KOGaming submissions? But he does that whenever he gets the time. He doesn't do it all the time. Okay. Oh, shout out to the stream. Guy asked me, when's the Big Bang Theory Endure? Here's the Endure. It fucking sucks. If you love Big Bang Theory, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, and that might sound insulting, and it might be DSP levels of insulting, but Big Bang Theory is a terrible show. And if you like that show, then what the fuck is your problem, dude? I gave that show 2 chances, and I fucking couldn't stand it. I wanted to rip my ears off and fucking kill myself. Yeah, okay. Let's
Every day, it's like this now. To the point where it's like there's no work-life balance. We're not even seeing each other anymore. It's just a mess. It's stressful as shit.
Oh, bullshit.
And, the past couple of weeks, people have been saying, Phil seems stressed out. Why do you think? This is exactly why. Because there's stuff going on behind the scenes with YouTube stressing me out. And it's not just YouTube. There's a lot of other stuff going on as well that's pulling my attention away from the fun stuff or being able to spend time with Leanna. Right now I'm trying to sell this fucking condo in Connecticut, and it's driving me nuts because it's a big, long, arduous process, and every day I'm getting pinged. Can you give me this data? Can you give me that data? This status update, that status update. I got people from the mortgage company contacting me. I got people from the real estate agent contacting me, and they're not jiving. They're not talking to each other properly. They're treating me like the middleman, which is wrong because I'm the customer, and...
No! You fucking... They're treating you like the middleman because it's your fucking condo. You have every right to fucking decide what price, what information, what status update, all that kind of shit. Like, no. What? How does that make any fucking sense? That's like going to McDonald's and treating the fucking cash register guy as the customer because, well, he's not the one making my hamburger, so he shouldn't be the middleman. No, Phil, they're treating you like the middleman. They're talking to you because the condo is under your fucking name, and you don't think it's pertinent or your business to know what's going on with your condo, with how much money it's making, and if there's something wrong with that condo, let's say that they didn't talk to Phil at all when they're negotiating the price or whatever with the condo, and they see that, oh well, there's this massive hole in the wall. Well, let's say there's a hole in the wall. Okay, let's pretend. And you know the mortgage company is like, we never seen this hole before. That's totally new to us because when we sold the house initially, there was no hole. Now there's a hole, and then you know the other company that's talking to them is like, yeah, what's the fucking deal? How are they gonna get to the bottom of it? They're gonna have to talk to you saying, hey Phil, did you know there's a massive hole in the wall? Do you know what happened to that? Did you try to get it fixed? What's the fucking deal here? And like that's the whole fucking point. That's why they fucking keep you as the middleman because it's your fucking condo. Are you? It's not like an apartment where you're renting it, where you know you just tell it's between you and the landlord, and you're like, hey, I'm moving out, and then that's it. It's not that easy because when you're leaving a condo or a house, because from my understanding, a condo has a mortgage payment, and that's kind of like a house, I guess. It's not that easy. Like, if I wanted to move out of this house, I can't just move out of it and then have the mortgage company handle it. No, they're gonna keep pestering me. Like, I have some, frames hanging. They're gonna talk to me about the holes in the wall. They're like, hey, why are there's holes in the walls? Well, this is gonna take the value down. You know, whatever. They're gonna keep it, whatever. Hole in the wall. Wrong.
It's just a mind fuck, basically.
A mindfuck. It's a mindfuck why they think I should be responsible for the thing that is under my name. I don't get it.
So all this happening, and there's never a day to just say, okay, get away from it. Never. Never. And that's the problem right now. I'm
That's
to
the
my
problem.
wit's end, really, when it comes to it. And Leanna, too. Leanna sat me down the other day, and she's like, listen, this sucks. You know, we need to change something because we're both stressed to fuck out to the limit. She's stressed out because she's at work, and then, you know, she comes home.
Leanna's stressed out, sat him down. Okay, old man, you fucking sit down, bitch! And he's like, aw, jeez, Leanna, aw, jeez, why? I just want to play video games, okay? And then she's like stressed out. She has a fucking job. Of course she's stressed out. She has a fucking job. She deals with other people. You don't deal with shit.
Runs her own business with the soap making stuff, and she's cooking still. And you know, here I am all day. I wish I could help her with a lot of that stuff, but I'm not.
I love that when he's like saying like, I wish I could help her, like looking around because he's just afraid to look into the camera in the face because he knows what he just said makes him look like a fucking asshole. Like, okay, I want to pose this. I want to throw this out there. When he makes his sauce, have you noticed that he does a longer stream, but he takes frequent breaks to make the sauce and all that? Okay, you don't think much of it. You don't think much of that. Why doesn't he do that when Leanna's cooking? Like, if he feels that, hey, maybe I should help Leanna cook, take more frequent breaks, tell your streamers, hey guys, I need to help Leanna cook, etc., etc.
The office here streaming, and then I'm uploading videos, and I'm in the office working, and she even says, you know, you're here all day, but I barely see you. It's true. So, something's got to give. So, we sat down, and we had a serious talk, and we said, we got to fix this. How are we going to fix this? Here's what we'll do. I'm going to change my schedule starting this weekend. This weekend coming up, okay? So, as early as, it's either going to be Sunday or Monday. I haven't 100% set it in stone yet. Either Sunday or Monday, and obviously I'll announce it on Twitter when this is going to happen. I'm going to start working a little bit earlier, as in 1 hour earlier every...
Wow, guys. Like, I just love how he sat down and it's like, how are we going to fix this? How are we going to fix this? It's like, of course you would have to fix it because he has the fucking lofty schedule. His business is more flexible than Leanna's. I'm sorry, but his schedule is more flexible than Leanna's. Just putting it out there.
Single day. So right now my streams, typically they turn on at noon Pacific time, and then there's a pre-stream, and it usually is done by, say, 12:30, 12:40, depending on the day or whatever. And then we get started with gameplay. We get 3 to 3.5 hours of gameplay every day, right? That's changing. It's now going to start an hour earlier than that, okay? So it used to be noon Pacific time. It's going to now be 11 a.m. Pacific time, all right, when the stream will turn on and all that will happen.
Yeah, and then it'll just start. So gameplay will start the time that you think it's supposed to. Like, he says he starts streams at 12. That's usually when you expect gameplay, and then it's instead of a pre-stream. So that's now when gameplay is gonna start. It's not gonna start an hour earlier. That's a fucking lie. The pre-stream will start an hour earlier, but yeah, it is what it is.
And I'm planning to do an extra hour of gameplay every day. Now, this is gonna help for many reasons. First of all, for a game like Neo that I've been playing for over 2 weeks, imagine if every day that I played it, because right now I think I've done 13 to 14 sessions, imagine if there was an extra hour, right? That would have been 13 extra hours of gameplay, and I would have probably finished it 3 to 4 days earlier. I would have finished at the end of last week, and this week I would have been able to work on all new stuff. Maybe I would have been able to cover an extra game or something that I didn't cover, right? So this is going to, in the long run, help. You're going to get more gameplay of the games you want to see right away.
More gameplay. Debatable because, okay.
The streams are going to be a little bit longer, and people are going to be, I think, more engaged. By the way, the streaming has been going so well on Twitch. People are engaged. I got regulars coming in every day. Are happy. We're chatting it up. We're having fun.
Regulars are happy.
Games, and not only that, but people are subbing. People are cheering. Everything's going awesome with Twitch. Twitch has been pretty much the biggest change that I've made. That's the most positive thing for the experience of the viewers and me, because it's fun to do it and it's profitable. I'm making some money doing it. Unlike
it's profitable, even though I just said in the same video that I'm in disaster mode.
I was streaming on YouTube, so everything there is working out well, all right? So, there may also be some days where I'm going to work a little later. So maybe what'll happen is I'll stream earlier, and then I may end the stream a little earlier too if I need to, we'll see. But there may be days where I have heavy editing to do, right? I need to do a lot of editing instead. So I'll try to divvy it out so I have more time for editing, and I'll change the schedule around. This is why every night I put my schedule on.
He's gonna change it around more often. He might end stream earlier. So I posed this at somewhere, but I think we should count how many times he ends stream early within a week, and then see see if there's a pattern. Because my theory is that he's just gonna end stream whenever early. He's gonna go on long, sure. He's gonna do that, but I think he's gonna end stream earlier, more frequently. That's my theory. He's gonna do long, like maybe once or two, or one time or 2 times a week, but then he's gonna stream shorter, more consistently. That's my theory. I don't think he's going to stream longer regardless. I think he's gonna end stream early more frequently now, because he has this excuse of I got work to do. So I'm interested in seeing what happens.
Twitter. It behooves you to follow me. You have to call me DSP to know every night what I'm doing the next day. All right. So starting this weekend, I'll let you know on Twitter when this is going to go into effect, whether it's Sunday or Monday. I am streaming an hour earlier every single day. So more gameplay every day. But the trade-off here is that one day a week I'm going to be taking completely off from YouTube. There's no live streaming on Twitch, no video. Well, there may be videos on YouTube. If they are, there'll be videos that I already previously recorded and I batched up so that I could upload them and go live on that day that I have off. Exactly how it used to be when I lived in Connecticut, where I would have the longer streams and I would batch up the videos, and then on the day off, I would have those go live. That's how it's going to be. Now, the day every week is not going to be the same day because it's dependent on Leanna's schedule, her work schedule. We have to find a day that she has off, but also doesn't hinder with the game releases and stuff that are coming out so that I can work the new releases and stuff on release day. So I'll give you an example. This week, all this week coming up, starting this weekend, I'm working more. Extra stream hour or whatever, okay? And as you know, we've got the release of the Nintendo Switch a week from this Friday, which is on March 3rd. I will be covering that. It's coming. It's supposed to be coming from Best Buy. I'm doing a live stream, unboxing it or whatever, live like I usually do with hardware, and even hooking it up, and I'll be doing Zelda coverage that next day, which is going to be Saturday the 4th. So March the 5th.
So he's not going to do Zelda coverage the day he unboxes the Switch? How long does he think the Switch is gonna take to fucking connect? It's probably gonna take like an hour at best. So basically, Friday will be his free day. He gets to get. Are you this fucking guy? Oh, I need. Dude, you know what? I'm glad he's doing it on Saturday because that gives me time to actually play Zelda. Because I'm playing Zelda on the Wii U, the hyped console, the Wii U, not the Switch. And I get to see the game, I get to experience it, and then I'm gonna watch Phil's gameplay of it. But it is what it is. I get to watch his gameplay of it without being spoiled, so that's great. But this fucking guy streamed the gameplay on Friday. Do it Friday. Why are you doing it on Friday? I doubt it's gonna take that long to fucking set up the Switch. You fucking lazy asshole. Maybe he didn't make the Nintendo account. But I'm sure you can use the one that you make on the Wii U. I'm sure that can transfer over. Like the one I have on my Wii U is the same one I have on my 3DS. I'm sure you're gonna be able to carry it over. So dude, I don't have the money. If that's why I need commissions. Dude, that's it. What the fuck? Dude, now I'm getting more texts. Jesus. Why can't my family keep it all in one group? No. I need commissions, dude. I need commissions. It's struggling. I'm a struggling YouTuber, dude. I need commissions. Cleo needs her carrots. And I talked to her. I was like, Cleo, I can get you some more carrots, but I need money right now, and she needs carrots right now, and carrots aren't free. Give me commissions. It is what it is, dude. Imagine if I start begging like that all day, every day.
I'm gone. All right.
I'm gone.
I have some videos. Maybe what I'll do is I'll play the living shit out of Zelda on Saturday, and then I'll have a ton of videos, and I'll split the videos between going live on Saturday and Sunday. So at least if you're around Sunday and you're bored, you want to watch new videos, there'll be new videos versus nothing. Okay? But I'm going to take that Sunday to have a real day off and spend it with Leanna, have quality time, and we'll find some fun stuff to do that day, and we'll also get our errands and chores done. We'll do it all, but we'll have the whole fucking day to do it.
Wait.
Rather than me, I gotta get up, gotta get to the stream.
Wait the fuck, dude. He said that he does the date night stuff after he does his errands. He does errands, then he goes out to eat, and he does date night shit with her. He's doing the same shit, but in an entire day now? Dude, wow, what a fucking...
Squeeze everything in. It's not working.
I need to go to stream. Like, what the fuck, dude? Just fucking calm the fuck down. You do date night anyway. You do errands anyway.
Okay, so that's why we're making this definitive change.
Definitive.
So, I'm excited. More live streaming every day that I'm here. For the days that I'm not here, you should still have stuff to keep you appeased. All right? And hopefully this will work out for everyone. You'll get more of what you want.
That is just another weird terminology because it kind of comes off as, oh, I hope I keep you appeased, like as if he's like as if we're like little demons or animals that like we need little pieces of food. And it's like here, it's like me going to Cleo and be like, Cleo, here's the carrot. Hope you're appeased. By the way, I gave her 2 carrots yesterday because I felt bad that I didn't give her a carrot the day before, so I gave her 2. So she's happy now. She's happier now.
Get a day off a week. I think it makes sense. All right. Okay, that's number one, the big announcement that I had. That was the whole reason I was making this vlog to begin with. But now let's get to part 2, the thing that I didn't plan on talking about. Because the bottom line is this month of February, I've been busy with so much stuff. If you remember, there was Resident Evil 7. I wrapped up my playthrough of that, and I even played a little bit in PSVR. I was playing Yakuza 0, right? I was playing all that stuff. And then Neo began. So I started playing Neo. And that took up a ton of time as I juggled it with Yakuza 0, and then we had For Honor, plus we had the Injustice 2 beta. So there was a ton going on. Not once in February, I'm not even lying here, did I look at YouTube views, or did I look at ad revenue or anything. I was staying...
But he talked about YouTube views in pre-streams. He has talked about it! Oh my god, that is a lie.
Completely away from it, because I said, if I just let myself play the games...
But right related, she's already naked. She, like... You mean, like, have her take her fur off? But she'll look fucking disgusting. She looks great in her fur, dude.
Not worry about stuff. It'll come through.
It'll
right?
come through,
and for
right?
the most part, if you watch the stuff this month, I think you'll realize, wow, Phil focused in on the games, and that's what it was about. It wasn't like, oh, he was complaining about views or money or anything. No, I didn't let it get to me because I didn't even fucking look until yesterday. Because I figured, gee, 3 weeks into the month, I probably should be responsible.
Hold on. He didn't look at views. He didn't do this or that. Let's go on a little field trip here, buddy. Let's see. He did another... Aha! Here it is.
And it has been profitable to stream over there. So in that regard, 2 thumbs up to everyone when it comes to Twitch. First of all, thank you for convincing me to go back. And number 2, thank you because...
Wish I had good news. Help needed business update January.
It's actually getting me some extra funds that I desperately need now in order to keep this business afloat. So thanks for all those recommendations. It's worked out really well, and I'm very grateful for those who have headed over there and have been participating in Twitch stuff, all right?
But yeah, well, actually, no, this is January 29th, okay? That's I guess that's splitting hairs, right? But I'm not gonna venture to the fucking pre-streams because this video is gonna be long as fuck anyway. Spoilers again. So we'll just have to take my word for it, okay?
Now and check and see how things are going. Not good, man. It's ridiculous at this point. Now, the thing is, views-wise, all right, just to give you some perspective here, views have been pretty steady on everything I'm doing. It's not like all of a sudden I got this giant decrease of...
I just love that he's like, oh, I looked at views to be responsible. Like, whatever.
Viewership out of nowhere, and it plummeted, and now, you know, it didn't happen. What happened is, the middle of last year, the middle of 2016, YouTube changed the algorithm of how to count a view. They didn't tell anyone they were doing it. They never publicly explained it, but they changed the algorithm. So even though people are coming out and watching my videos, not all the views are counting. Okay? It's a fact. There's no fucking other explanation for it. So, middle of last year, I started getting less views. Nothing I could do about it. But the good news was the ad revenue was still consistent. Throughout the end of the year of last year and everything was looking good. Then all of a sudden...
Looking good? It was looking good. How many begging videos did he make in the last couple of months? A lot. He had October, November, December, 2 in January. 4 begging videos. Like, really? He was doing good? That is a fucking lie. No, he did not do good. If this fucker tells you that, oh, I'm doing good, he's lying to you. Fucking bullshit.
In January last month, it says I made almost like no money during the month. Like, I'm not, basically about a third of it. No, I take it back. Originally, it looked like it was going to be a third of my income had vanished out of nowhere. That third, because the ad revenue had dried up from the holidays, that in January 2017, even though I worked my ass off, I did Dark Souls The Redemption run, I played Resident Evil 7, which everyone loved, right? Very popular.
Just because people watch it doesn't mean that people love it.
Playthrough, people really enjoyed the coverage I did of that game.
I didn't.
And YouTube was telling me, oh, well, you still made a third less than you did the month before. And I'm like, this is so fucking bullshit. So according to YouTube, because they don't do a good job of securing ad revenue for the website, let's face it, that's a truthful statement. Because the bottom line is, you can't just buy ads when it's easy. Oh, well, in the holidays, it's easy. Everyone wants to advertise, so it's easy because we make a ton of money. So everyone should just backload all their fucking videos to the end of the year so they can make a shitload of money during the holidays, and then it dries up in January, so go on vacation in January. No, fuck you, Google.
Fuck you, Google, expecting me to make videos? To upload at times and put quality in them? Like, come on, really? Every other YouTuber doesn't take vacations in January. No. The thing is that, yeah, people hold off on videos because they work on them. And they put a lot of effort, and then they upload them. Sorry that YouTube expects you to put more effort into your videos instead of just hitting upload, 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 upload. Because that's all he does in his videos. Start record, stop record, upload. Start record, stop recording, upload. Start record, stop record, upload. That's what he fucking does. I mean, yeah, it's more start recording, stop recording, start recording, stop recording because of the breaks and shit and the little parts he does, and then he uploads all of them. That's not a lot of work and that's not a lot of effort. So, no, fuck you. Put more effort into what you fucking do. You're getting paid to do YouTube. Put work into it. If you know that December is like the most lucrative month, then fucking milk that shit, dude. Fucking start saving up videos, make video projects for December, do whatever. But like blaming Google for expecting you to put actual work, fuck you, dude. No, do work.
How about you do some actual fucking work and you actually reach out to the advertisers and you explain to them you're going to have programs that are going to target certain demographics and a certain group of people based off of...
But why would any advertiser buy ad space for dead spots of YouTube? Why? Why would they do that? Like, yeah, YouTube can tell them, well, we have these programs to do this and that. There's something like, no. Our market research says that not a lot of people are on YouTube at this time, so fuck it, we're just not going to do it. But the other thing is that they do get ads, because there's always ads. There's always ads on fucking YouTube. Part of me kind of doesn't understand this whole notion of like, oh, it's 10 months and this or that, they don't get ads. But they get ads? Like, do they just pay you one time for that one ad? I don't know. I mean,
on your site so that they will pay you money to advertise even in a dead month like fucking January. But they don't do that. They're lazy fuckheads. So they just...
Lazy fuckheads. Yeah, it's not like that they're running a website that is not just YouTube, by the way. Google is other stuff than just YouTube. Believe it or not. Oh my god, what the fuck? They have other branches. They have a search engine that they have to maintain. They have a failing social media service. They have a Google Play Store, phones, computers, all this other stuff that they have to work on. And you expect them to like focus solely on ad revenue? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're lazy. They're the lazy ones here. Not the guy who demands layaround time. No.
Oh well, ad revenue is always bad in January, everyone. Wishy-washy, just fucking let it go. It's stupid.
Wishy-washy! No, it's called doing more work and being paid outside of YouTube. Isn't that why he has Patreon and Twitch and all that shit? To circumvent YouTube? Remember that he said that? Look, oh, Patreon goes to paying my bills. Patreon. Now it's YouTube. Okay.
So me, I worked my ass off in January. Great views, right? Views were up. Views in January were higher than the past 3 fucking months. I'm not even kidding. But YouTube, because it's January and the ad revenue's down, oh, guess what? You lost 1/3 of your income. Now, the good news here is 2 things happened. Number 1, you, the viewers, you guys, rallied. You went to my Patreon. You pledged.
Rallied.
You went to my Patreon.
You went to my Patreon.
You pledged. My pledges went sky high for January. It was the highest I've ever had on Patreon. And you actually made up, I'm not even kidding, you made up for the gap in income because YouTube basically sucks shit and doesn't get ads in January because they suck.
So then why not just use... Then why not just use Patreon to pay the fucking bills? Why not just have Patreon be the source of income?
So awesome. I was ecstatic. I said, thank you. I couldn't be so happier with how that turned out because people rallied and said, no, this is bullshit. We like Phil. We want him to keep doing this as a job just because YouTube's lazy fucks and don't get ads. No excuse. Let's keep this going. Let's get Phil the support he needs. And you did it. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, this is bullshit. We like Phil. Let's give him the support we need, guys.
Seriously, like, amazing. Okay?
Take a sip.
Now, here's what happens every fucking year until this year. Ad revenue goes down in January. And then in February, guess what happens? Movies start to come out. And you got Valentine's Day holiday. And you've got the Super Bowl. The combination...
Wait a second. We gotta do the proper fucking thing, okay? It's Valentine's Day, guys. And also, the future's so bright. I gotta wear shades, guys. Remember how fun that shit was? Yeah, totally. Guys, I am not a clown. I'm not trying to be funny, dude. I'm not a clown, guys. Don't...
Those three things turns YouTube ad revenue completely around, and you start seeing a massive influx of new advertisements around the first week of February that usually continues from February all the way into the early summer. So usually ad revenue on YouTube is fairly consistent and good from February through like maybe April or May. Then it starts to dry out a little bit again when the summer hits, okay? So... that's what should have happened. And the bottom line is, all right, yes, in the month of February, my business was down a little bit viewers-wise, meaning about 10 to 13% less views. In fact, I have the statistic. I brought the statistics.
He has it.
To show you
he has
guys.
the statistic.
As I was looking at YouTube analytics yesterday to try to see how I was doing for the month, my jaw dropped. And here's what I saw, all right? So here's what I saw. So for the time period of the beginning of February to yesterday, okay, that time span, compared to the end of January, which was January 12th to 31st, they tried to find an equivalent period of time that could be measured. My views are down about 13%, all right? That's okay. And you want to know why views are down? It's very simple. Because at the end of January, we had Resident Evil 7. Huge, hyped. Everyone was excited to see what this game was. It was an enigma. No one knew what this game was going to be. And when it finally was released, it ended up being really good. And it's funny because I played Resident Evil 7 for 3 days, and it single-handedly skyrocketed my views and my revenue.
But was it like on YouTube or on Twitch?
Everything, you know what I mean? Can you imagine what January would have been if there was no Resident Evil 7? It was already down a third of income, seriously, and now they're going to tell it would have been even worse, right? So, this month, February, it's down a little bit. I expected this, to be quite honest with everyone. Because Neo, yeah, it's a great game. All the people who like Dark Souls are going to watch me play that. But that's not my entire viewer base, right? That's a select group of people who like to see me play these hyper-difficult games and fail and rage and all the like that comes with it, right? Now, the flip side of that is I've actually been doing way better at Neo than I do at Dark Souls. So a lot of group of people who like to see me rage and fail haven't been around because they watched a couple streams. They're like, fuck, Phil's doing good. What the fuck is this? And they left and never came back. In addition, you know, there haven't really been many other games outside of Neo this month that were superb or that anyone really wanted to see. My Injustice 2 coverage did pretty good. I played Injustice 2 for a couple sessions. I think it was 3 sessions. And overall, the viewership was pretty good for that. It's what I would expect for a fighting game, quite honestly. Pretty good. So I was pleased with
Oh, fuck! Okay, shout out to Space Ninja. I did not even notice this. I didn't even think about noticing this. Oh, fuck. Look how pixelated and watered down that image is. It's just... because what he probably did was he took a picture of the entire image and then corrupted out and then stretched it. What you should do is I don't know how what it is on PC, so I can't really help you there. But for Mac, it's Shift Command 4, and I can like take like specific pictures. I can like be like, oh okay, let's take a picture of this, and then I can like be like, okay, let's add it. Let's add that. I got it to the stream and stretch it out, and it will look decent. But this looks like it's so obviously it corrupted out from an image because you see the white border. Like instead of like screen grabbing that particular point, he does it's so fun. Professional, everyone, professional.
That went well. For Honor was a fucking stinky turd. First of all, the game is not fun to watch.
But you think that would get the views, but it didn't because no one gave a shit about For Honor. But he gives a nice little plug for his fucking review.
The game isn't. It's just not. It's slow-paced action.
Slow-paced action.
Combat. After you see an execution a few times or whatever, you realize you've seen it all. And the game's not very good in my opinion. As you know, I reviewed it on my KOGaming channel. I'm not going to get into that here. I'm not surprised that For Honor did not garner any kind of real viewership interest. Because I don't think the game's very good at all. I think that people are bought into the hype because the mainstream media rated it so high.
The mainstream media rated it their own opinion, but no one gave a fuck about For Honor. I have not seen a single person on Twitter or Tumblr. I didn't even know the game was coming out. I didn't even know the game existed. The only way I think I said this in my other video, but the only way I knew For Honor existed was through Phil. That's the only way I knew it existed.
So good, and then you fucking play it, and people after 2 or 3 weeks are gonna say this game's fucking boring as shit, and they're gonna stop playing it. And that's why I rated it like I did. But
what did that do with YouTube views? Okay.
Didn't get any interest in viewership. People basically saw me play it once or twice and were like, this sucks, and that was it. So outside of that, what else have I been doing? Yakuza 0, which we already know my Yakuza playthroughs are for a niche audience, alright? Now, the good thing about my Yakuza playthroughs is that usually over time, they get viewership. What happens is people who played the game like to look for people playing it in English rather than in Japanese with English subtitles and reading out the dialogue and stuff. And usually over time, it takes a while. Usually it takes 6 months or more. But those Yakuza playthroughs I've done in the past got good attendance in the long run. So hopefully the Yakuza playthrough will turn out well. And it'll be worth the amount of time and effort that I'm putting into the game. Because boy, is it freaking long. Okay?
No.
But for the most part,
sorry, Phil.
What else was there this month? Nothing. So of course my views are down. This was to be expected. Now, alright. Yeah, it would have sucked if, compared to January, my ad was, or my money was down a little bit from what I made in January. But like I said, typically in February, ad revenue goes up on YouTube. It always has. There's a ton of new ads on YouTube in February, right? And you've seen them everywhere. I've seen them on YouTube. You've seen them on YouTube, right? So what gives? Well, I look at my ad revenue, and here's what YouTube told me. This is the ad revenue statistic. So this isn't ads playing or people who watched ads. Don't get it. This has nothing to do.
35% got. Oh, fuck, dude. Get the coffin out.
Ad blocker. Nothing like that whatsoever. What this means is the amount of money that I made on YouTube from this period of time compared to February. I'm down 35%. More than a third. Now, last month was bad. I'm now down a third more from last month. So at this point, I'm not even exaggerating.
But remember when he said in January that it was a bad month, and then in February he said, oh, it wasn't so bad. I might be okay. I'm tempted to find that clip. I'm tempted. But I don't want to do it because the video is gonna be long as fuck. So let's continue.
My income for February is down about 50% from what I would usually make on YouTube, and I made all last year. Why?
Why?
This makes no fucking sense.
No sense.
This is the truth. If in February my views have been down 13%, then my ad revenue should be down 13%, right? Because 13% less people watched my videos, so 13% less ads reviewed, and therefore I should be making 13% less pay. Not fucking 35%. Nothing about this number makes any fucking sense at all. Any logical human would look at this and say, what the fuck does that mean? That is bullshit. That makes no sense. It would be one thing if you were on YouTube in February and there were supposed to be ads and there were none. What were all the ads? I don't understand. I've seen them. Movie ads playing, product ads playing all over the place. So why the fuck did I not make any money when everyone watched these fucking ads?
What the
fuck?
Watch that again.
It makes no fucking sense. So here's what happened.
Hold on.
That is bullshit. That makes no sense. It would be one thing if
you were on
YouTube in February and there were supposed to be ads and there were none. What were all the ads? I don't understand. I've seen them. Movie ads playing, product ads playing all over the place. So why the fuck did I not make any money when everyone watched these fucking ads? What the fuck? It makes no fucking sense. So here's what happened. Okay. I wrote my partnership company, Machinima, because I need to get to the bottom of this. What the fuck is going on? First of all, I thought maybe the reporting's wrong, okay? So I wrote them this notice last night. I said, I need an answer, because this is insane. How am I supposed to pay my bills when you're now telling me I'm making 50% less money than I used to?
Yeah, how am I going to pay my bills, Machinima? You figure it out. Not me. You, Machinima. You tell me how to pay my bills, because I don't know what to do. I can't get a job, Machinima. Machinima, you have to tell me. You have to tell me how to make my bills.
And it has nothing to do with me. My views are only down like 13%, so it's not me. This 35% dip is insane, and it's YouTube, not me. Okay?
It's YouTube.
So here's what Machinima responded with.
It's YouTube, not me. Machinima, don't fucking tell me. It's my fault, my responsibility to pay my bills. Don't fucking tell me that.
First of all, as usual, I don't think they answered my question or understood my question. Whenever I write to Machinima now, I basically kind of get an answer, but it's not the answer I want, and I have to go back to them 3 to 5 times to get the answer I want. So,
wow. So then maybe you should really reread your emails and see that your point is clear. Maybe that's why they don't answer your question. That, or they give you the answer and you just don't like it. Because, to be fair, Machinima does get back to them and they tell them an actual, answer. So, before when I first saw this, I thought, well, obviously they gave him an answer. He just didn't like the answer, so he's going to keep hounding him until he gets something that he wants to hear. Sure. That's what it sounded like at first. This update vlog, which we're going to watch, don't you fucking worry, they actually tell him what happened. So, I guess his question was probably not worded right. It was probably something that was, not even remotely what he was looking for. Because, you know how he fucking talks? He's never direct. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about half the time.
This time, they came back to me with data. And they said, well, Phil, if you look at the amount of ad impressions you had in January, and you have the amount of ad impressions you've had in February, and they did all this math, I'm not going to get into the fancy part of it, but
yeah,
the summary is,
fuck math.
According to Machinima, my ad impressions, meaning the amount of people who watched ads on a daily basis, is about the same. I didn't go down when it came to the amount of people watching advertisements in February at all. Basically, what the guy explained is he's like, well, you got to understand that February is going to be several days shorter than January. So, yeah, you're going to have a little bit less income this month to begin with. And, yeah, as you can see, you have 13% less views this month, so you're going to have that dip in ad revenue. And that was basically where he ended it. And I'm like, now, okay, so this good data, because the data is basically telling me that it's not that.
So, Machinima said that, but YouTube said he lost 35%. But Machinima's saying he's missing 13? But Machinima's stuff is accurate. So then, wait. Okay.
People, it's not that like people came in with ad blocker out of nowhere, a bunch of people, and blocked every ad on my video, all my videos on YouTube, and I was making no ad revenue because everyone was ad blocking. That wasn't the case. According to Machinima, the ad impressions are pretty much equivalent for January and February. So there's no change. The same people are coming and watching all my stuff. But for some reason, I made 35% less money. And that's what there's no explanation from. So I pushed back to Machinima. I said, no, thanks for that data, but that's not what I wanted. What I need to know is, why is it then, if the ad impressions are the same, why am I making 35% less money? Because that makes no fucking sense. None. Now, I have a few things to say about this. Number one, is this just me? Is this some bullshit happening to my channel only? Or is it happening to other people? Are there other people out there who are YouTubers who are experiencing a significant dip in revenue this month for no fucking reason? It makes no sense. There should have been an increase because there were more and better ads on YouTube, yet YouTube's telling me I did a 35% worse. So, what is it, me or is it other people? Because at least if there's a few other people who it's happened to, maybe we can have a commonality, a common ground, and look together.
A collaboration.
What the fuck is going on here? That's number one. I can't believe that this is affecting everyone. I can't, because you would think that if everyone's getting a third of their paycheck cut away, just think about that. You go to work, you work your ass off, the same schedule you always work, right? And then they give you your paycheck and it's a third less. Oh well, sorry, no explanation. What the fuck? What would that? You'd go nuts.
I'm sorry, Phil, but in the real world and the world right now, I don't know if it was different back when he had a job, but if your boss gives you less money, you're getting less money. I'm sorry, but that's how shitty it is, and not a lot of people love that, but it is what it is. It is a problem. People get angry and they get upset because they're like, I worked here for so long and I'm not getting the my paycheck anymore. I'm not getting a good paycheck, whatever. Whatever. It's so fucking dumb. He's acting as if, like, people can actually sue companies for not paying them, like, for lowering their wages. No, that doesn't happen. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna sue your ass.
And then then your boss is like, ha, you're gonna sue me? Okay, you're fired. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, sure, Phil.
So, it's bullshit that this is happening with YouTube. I deserve an explanation, right? You would think that it's just...
No, YouTube isn't gonna care. This is the same... Like, put it into perspective. PewDiePie, went through shit for having this Not Joke on his channel. Now, you don't have to get into that quickly. Personally, I think the fallout of it was kind of bullshit. I don't agree that he should have lost his partnerships and all that kind of shit. All the shit he went through. I don't think the joke was that funny to begin with, but it wasn't like, get PewDiePie off of YouTube, fuck PewDiePie. But anyways, there's a quick little reaction to that, but, see how quickly how he got fucked? If PewDiePie cannot stop YouTube from fucking him, what chance does Phil have? Just think about that. PewDiePie could not, be like, YouTube, I bring in all these views, I bring in all this money, you have no right to take me off this program, this and that. Like, no. No, you like, okay.
Bigger YouTubers, they'd all be talking about it. Oh my god, even though I get 1 million views on every fucking video, which is me yelling at a fucking camera, talking head about some dumb fluff piece, and you make millions of dollars doing it.
H3 is a dumb fluff piece. Don't you fucking tell me they're not. Same with Alpha Omega Sin. He's probably talking about Alpha Omega Sin, TPH. I bet that's when he talks about yelling at a camera, is talking about Alpha Omega Sin, because, he doesn't go after people. Remember that? He doesn't go after YouTubers.
My ad revenue's down. You would think you would hear that. No, I've heard nothing, right? I've heard anything from anyone saying that ad revenue is a disaster in February. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know how this is
it might have to do with the thing that you said didn't matter in September. Remember when you talked about the advertiser unfriendly thing, and you were like, oh, fucking whatever. I'm protected by it.
Me personally, only? Am I being targeted? Is it an error? Was it
Yes, he's being targeted. Okay.
mistake? You know, is it going to be fixed? What is the deal? So I'm waiting to hear back from Machinima. But the bottom line is, I'm in a bad place, man. This is bullshit.
I'm in a bad place, man. Man, dude, he's been saying that frequently too now. When he does like these negative things, like, man, I'm in a bad place, man. Yeah, it sucks, Phil. I'll agree, it sucks, but you know, usually a person who is in a shitty position would try to get a job. Just saying.
And at this point, I've been doing YouTube for 8 years. I've been doing it for a living for 6. This is the epitome of bullshit.
The
This
epitome
is
of
called
bullshit.
a complete lack of accountability by a major corporation that basically thinks that they're hot shit. Google thinks they're hot shit. And when I see something like this, I say,
Where is he basing this from? A video that people like hated for not getting answers? No. YouTube doesn't think they're hot shit. They just think that it's their website and they can do what the fuck they want. And there's a reason. And when we get to the update video, this little rant right here makes him look like a fucking baby. More so than he does now, by the way.
this is bullshit, and I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. I'm really not. I love doing what I do. I love live streaming. The live streaming experience that I went back to Twitch has been amazing. Can't say anything more positive about it. I love putting out videos for YouTube. Listen, KOGaming is having a reinvigoration right now, where I'm having not only my own edited content.
Oh, reinvigoration. Yeah, not only am I making videos, now you're making videos for me!
Like game reviews and countdowns and first impressions videos, but we've got viewers who are submitting content, montages, and abridged versions of playthroughs, and this is how you don't play videos. It's kind of a renaissance.
A renaissance? Are you sure you want to say that it's a renaissance? Because, last time I checked, Phil, the renaissance kind of ended. The renaissance had a hard end, especially in the art world. Like, the renaissance period of art, which in my opinion I don't really love, but there's some good pieces in the Renaissance period. But then it ends. It stopped because no one gave a shit anymore. Then it gave birth to like Rococo, which fucking sucks. Everyone hates Rococo, by the way. It sucks. Then it went to like the abstract. Then it went to like contemporary. Right now we're in the contemporary because it's present. But the Renaissance ends, Phil. Spoiler alert, the Renaissance is not going to last forever.
When you think about it, for my stuff where I'm now involving myself with the viewers directly, this is great. This is positive stuff. I'm not going to let myself get shut down by a bunch of fucking nerds who work.
This part, it just sounds like an 80s movie with a bully. Like, I'm not going to let this fucking nerd stop me. I'm going to fucking bully the fuck out of him. Fuck nerds. Like, he really hates nerds. See again. This shows that there's no way in hell this guy was bullied. He was the bully. This kind of talk is bully talk. Oh, you're not gonna let fucking nerds stop me. Who fucking talks like that? Come on.
For Google who don't know how the fuck to do their jobs. I refuse. It would be one thing if I totally ruined my own self here and I was here and all of a sudden one day, I was caught off camera saying racist remarks and that was the end of it or something like that. Last year, the incident, right? That could have been the end of me.
Oh man, I can't. I'm dying to just go straight to the fucking update video because we already know that he's advertiser unfriendly, and just hearing that he still doesn't think that the fapping incident is a reason why he is advertiser unfriendly. But okay,
we got through that. We've been through so much shit together. In 8 years I've been on fucking YouTube. Dude,
yeah, Blip TV doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's not YouTube.
Think that because a fucking nerd at Google doesn't know how the fuck to actually enable ads properly or count ad revenue.
Fucking nerds, they don't know how to count shit, okay? They can do programming, they can do this and that, but they can't fucking count. And this proves it. So fuck them, fuck these fucking nerds, and let me tell you that I can drink up on stream all I want and not be fucking bullied.
Or whatever the fuck they did wrong. Do you think I'm gonna let that end me? Fuck no. We're gonna find a way to fix this. All right?
Yeah, we're gonna find a way to fix it, guys. We're gonna band together and find a way.
So, I'm waiting for an answer from Machinima. I'm gonna pound the fuck out of them if they don't answer me.
Remember this. Please remember this. If I don't get an answer from Machinima, I'm gonna pound the fuck out of them. Them refers to Machinima because he said Machinima in that sentence. Them always refers to the. He says that. Remember.
I'm gonna get an answer. I want a fucking answer because this is my livelihood, and no one has a right to just take my livelihood away from me like this.
They do. So I'm sorry, but when you work for a company and they have a boss, and they're like, "Hey, this guy makes a livelihood at his job, but we don't want him to work here anymore. You're fired." They leave. That's how business works. That's why it's shitty when you get fired. Everyone says, "Wow, that's shitty when you get fired," but it happens. You making a living off of a job doesn't mean that you're entitled to keep it forever. Like I mean just remember. He worked at a job, he worked at a helicopter factory, and then they fired him. He doesn't think that could happen again. That was his livelihood. Work at the helicopter, then he got laid off. Did he tell his boss, "This is my livelihood! You can't take away my livelihood!" No, they just said, "No, leave, bye. And then Phil's like, bullshit. Like, come on.
They've already fucked me with their bad copyright system and the false copyright strikes. They fucked me by taking my YouTube channels.
See, I think what happened here, to be honest, and I think that's why Phil doesn't realize this, and he says, "I did shit on Machinima." I think he meant to say YouTube, but he said Machinima instead. That, or when he says, he says, "I'm gonna keep pounding the fuck out of Machinima," then said them thinking about YouTube, but he doesn't say that in the speech. So see, this is the thing. When you talk, you have to kind of think. You kind of have to like calm down. Like if I'm saying something and if I start, and I do kind of notice sometimes when I say a contradiction, I stop myself and say, "Oh no, I didn't mean to say that." Whatever. Phil says stuff, doesn't think about it, and then uploads the video, and then acts as if, "Oh, I didn't mean that. I meant this."
YouTube search. They fucked me again, left and right,
every
few years by changing the algorithms of how popularity on YouTube is calculated, and my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point, it's time to push back. How you like that for an analogy?
That fucking laugh. I don't have anything to say to that. The laugh is just like.
So, at this point, I want an answer. I'm gonna fucking pound the fuck out of these guys until I get one, and it better be a goddamn good one.
Pound the fuck out of these guys, and it better be a damn good one. Remember when he also said he doesn't threaten people? "Oh, I never attacked people. I never threatened people. How can people hate me?" That's bullshit, dude. I'm gonna pound the fuck out of him. I'm gonna find him, and I'm gonna pound the fuck out of him.
Because I'm not accepting, "Oh, well, it's just some flaky bullshit." No. Because if this happens again in March, that's it. I'll tell you right now, January, that was bad. But because of your support on Patreon, it made up for it, and I was okay.
So then why not just plug Patreon? Like, see, again, it goes back to why can't, because he did that before. He said, "Well, the copyright strikes fucked me, now I need Patreon more than ever." And then, these other begging videos came out, and people donated to his Patreon, and blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, Patreon. But I guess he wants more money.
Alright? This month, this is terrible. This is disaster month.
Horrible.
Because now we're talking thousands of dollars, I'm not exaggerating here, in lost revenue. And if this doesn't fix itself, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills come April, because the way it works is it's a 2-month stagger. So right now, I'm making less money. I'll receive that lower amount of money in April. I don't know, and especially because guess what April is? It's tax time, because I got to do my taxes in the next few weeks to month, and the first payment due is due in April. How the fuck am I going to pay my taxes if I'm getting thousands of dollars less a month? This is insanity. This is fucking insanity.
It's insanity to expect me to save money, to get a job, and to pay for taxes. Bullshit!
What it is. YouTube is about to fucking get the shit blown away from them, because I'm not putting up with this anymore. I don't care if I have to make fucking videos.
YouTube's give the... Dude, YouTube doesn't give a fuck! They're probably sitting there like, oh, this guy is saying the best. Okay. Alright, let's code something new. Let's make a new YouTube program.
Get people to come together to put an end to this shit. But I'm not going to let my livelihood get pulled out from under me because these
Tax time with Gamer Phil.
fucking assholes don't do their job. I'm just not. 8 fucking years of my life I'm going to throw away now because these assholes can't fucking do their job? No.
8 years of my life down the toilet? Bullshit! Dude. That's why Painted Lee's parents, from what I heard, don't like him. Because he makes terrible life decisions. He chose to do this. He chose to do 8 years. Fucking doing YouTube. He chose to do that without looking for another job, thinking maybe YouTube isn't a stable job and I shouldn't rely on it. No, went full on ahead, and now he's getting fucking blown away that YouTube isn't a stable job with job security. Are you fucking for real? 8 years of my life down the toilet! Like, okay.
I'm gonna fucking... oh my god, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out some way, alright?
Man, he wanted to express violent intent. He wanted to, but pulled back.
So anyway, you can tell I'm a little peeved about this fucking issue, right? Because this is my fucking life. I worked my ass off to be where I am and to keep doing this as a job, and I don't want to see it go away, alright?
He's working really hard, guys.
Obvious things you can do to help. Again, I hate to be a broken fucking record and make a
video
like this.
I never
want to make a video like this again. I wish I could win the goddamn fucking lotto, so I never have to make a video like this again and never have to mention views.
Jeez.
I can just come in and play games casually for fun.
Oh my god, fucking calm down. Like, I'm getting kind of like worked up because I'm drinking coffee, and coffee like usually peps you up and shit. So like, that's my excuse. He's drinking fucking water. And he's like, like, oh my god, fucking chill, fucking calm down. Like, damn, dude.
Share that experience with you. I don't know if we're ever gonna get there. I gotta go start buying lotto tickets, I guess. But I digress. I don't ever want to do this, but it seems like once a month I have to make a fucking video like this because
you've been doing it once a month. You're gonna do it next month, and then the month after that, the month after that, the month after that. All the way until you fucking die. Oh, well, YouTube die at least. Not real. Not literally, figuratively. Like, his YouTube channel is gonna die. That's what I meant. Not literally.
YouTube fucks the fuck up every month now.
Fuck.
The ways you can help.
Help.
Watch the videos.
Watch the
streams. But that's, I mean, duh, that's common sense. Everyone knows that. And according to YouTube, you're doing that. Right? Okay, there was a 13% dip in February. Yeah, because I'm playing Neo all fucking month and the games were slow. In March, just to give you some perspective, we got Horizon Zero Dawn, the launch of the Switch, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda Wildlands, Mass Effect Andromeda, the final Dark Souls 3 DLC, and MLB. All in March, plus there's more.
But fuck Nier.
Episodic content and stuff coming out. A ton of shit, right? So, March is going to be crazy. I think people are going to be watching in droves. But I got to fucking make it there. I got to pay my bills. You know what I mean?
Gotta pay the bills.
So, outside of just watching the videos and
outside of watching
the streams,
you
can pledge to my Patreon. And I'll say it again. $1.
$1. $1. What if I needed the dollar? What if I need the dollar to pay my own bills, Phil? Come on, man.
Curious about this. There's thousands of people who watch my content on a daily basis.
Thousands.
Watch the videos I put out on YouTube. At least 1,000 people.
But also keep in mind that he is also conditioned. I'm saying specifically conditioned his viewers to watch his videos over and over and over, because he has said multiple times, hey, go back to my old playthroughs, watch my old playthroughs, do this, catch up, watch all my videos. He conditions them. So most of these views that are thousands of views or all that, I'm suspicious with, because I think it's a lot of people watching the same videos over. So, you know, for example, I'm going to use Brightside Viking, our boy, Brightside Viking, our fucking, whatever you want to call him. He watches DSP videos all the time, okay? He's like, okay, let's watch him play Nier again. Well, not Nier, he's not going to play Nier, he's not going to play good games. Let's watch him play Resident Evil 7 again and again and again and again, because he wants to give his little bitch some money. Brightside Viking is Phil's sugar daddy, I guarantee it.
Day are watching my videos on YouTube. When a big game comes out, Resident Evil 7, ridiculous amounts of people came out to watch that, right? $1, ladies and gentlemen. If everyone who watched gave me $1 a month, I would never have to mention this horse shit ever again. I would be free of the fucking shackles of YouTube's
$1 a month, I'll be free! I'll be free! But he gets money from Patreon right now that are like thousands. Let's go to his Patreon. Let's see what his Patreon is right now, okay? Let's do that. Let's do that. Guys. If it loads. Dun, dun, dun. Do you know where in the video he makes threats against Google? I think we just passed it, Liquid Chris. 1344. I think that's less. That's more than we did yesterday. I think yesterday was 1333. Well, I'm gonna fact check this, guys. I'm a fact checker. Let's go to Eddie. Eddie, our boy Eddie. He got it. He got the numbers. He cracked down the numbers. He's like Machinima, okay, guys? He's giving me the numbers. He's giving the numbers down. He's giving it to me. 1335. He made $10 more. Yay! Phil made $10 more. All right, let's get back into this.
Ineptitude, these fucking nerds who don't know how to do their
fucking nerds
jobs, and I'd be able to fucking just be here and play games and relax and have fun like I used to. Because a lot of people, I'll be honest,
but I thought
this.
Having fun like the way that I used to, but I thought you said that you're having fun. He's in the same video, he said that I'm having fun. I like my job, I like what I'm doing, I like uploading to YouTube, and now it's like, I wish I could have fun. Wow, okay. More like $20, but
Phil, why
is
it that back then, way back then, when you started on YouTube, you were so, you didn't seem to have stress. You didn't ever have to talk about money. You didn't start talking about money until 2012. That's true. Because back then,
I was a shitty YouTuber that was just kind of fun to watch. But it's not even that. Like, I don't care that much that he plugs the shit out of his pre-streams. I don't really give a fuck about that. The issue I have is that when you go to his gameplay, it's just, I'm going up the stairs. Oh, there's an enemy. I'm gonna get him. Oh, I fucked his asshole. Oh, I shot him. Fuck him. I did it. Oh, look, shit. Trump. Oh, look at that lady over there. Let me tell you about those boobs, honey. Woo! That's all his commentary is. Before it was like, oh my god, dude, fuck this. Like it was colorful. Like his Scarface playthrough was the most like old school retro playthrough he has done, and even his Street Fighter 5 coverage This Injustice 2 beta was okay. But Resident Evil 7, oh wow, dude. Oh, man, I hear knocking. Fucking bullshit. Look, okay, I'm not going all the way down. Fuck that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Oh, look at the window. Look at the window. Oh, look. That's all it is. It's a playthrough for the blind.
The gravy train, baby. When I start,
The gravy train. Listen to the fucking tone of his voice. It's so I don't understand it. I don't understand why all of a sudden he adopts this tone out of nowhere.
Machinima in 2011, are you kidding me? I was making insane amounts of money. Like, dirty, rotten, this is way too much fucking money for just playing video games kind of money.
So he admits it. He admits he was doing it for the money back then. But the thing that's just kind of also funny on top of this is that multiple times he has said, people think I'm rich. I'm not rich. I don't make a lot of money. I'm not rich. I made a lot of money. I made dirty amount of money. Insane money. I was rolling around in money. Money. The gravy train. Why didn't you save that money? He claimed he was in debt back then. Okay. I said this before. If he was in debt before, you would think that he would say, you know, I should keep money aside just in case I hit tough times again. Just in case. Because you never know. Like, right now, I'm not in any debt right now. Do you think I'm saying to myself, I will never be in debt? Never ever in my life. I don't have to worry about debt. Never in my life will I ever be in a position where I need to owe money. Fuck, no. No one fucking thinks like that. No adult thinks like that. When you're an adult and you have a house or an apartment and you're paying bills, you're expecting to owe money. You're always going to be in a form of debt. Always. That could always be a chance. When you have a credit card, you have debt already because you have to pay the credit card company off. You're gonna be in debt. You know you're gonna be in debt. Why not save your money? Like that's the thing. Like, I understand that, yeah, you know, retail jobs or jobs that you have right now may not pay a lot, and it's hard to live. It's hard. Life is fucking hard. You know, it's people are struggling. People are struggling to pay the bills as it is. It's not easy. Life is not fucking easy. But you have to fucking think about what you're doing with your life.
And it was crazy. Why on earth would I ever have felt any stress around me, right? For me, it was like
You pay the bills, you had debt before, oh my god, dude. It's like, I can only, get stressed when I put myself in that position. Okay.
thrilled. I was excited. Every person that I ran into, I was ecstatic and happy with, and it was a different thing. And then, of course, reality hits and things don't go as well as planned, and, you know, things just kind of go on a downward spiral in a lot of ways. And
because life is unpredictable. You can't sit there and say that, wow, today it's great. Tomorrow's going to be even better because today's so good. No! You're going to have bad days. You're going to have bad days. Jesus.
You know, now we are where we are now. And now the stress, like I said, hopefully the schedule change I'm about to do is going to fix stuff. It's going to, at least in some proportion, give me the stress relief that I need to have the day off a week. But that's the thing.
Remember when he said that the staycation... What the fuck? Sorry, I'm looking at a chat, and they made a cool emote. But remember when he said he had a staycation? He was like, "Oh, I'm going to to go on vacation. I'm gonna unwind, and when I get back, I'll be relaxed and refreshed, and I'll be." And then he comes back, and then he didn't change. He doesn't change. He still is nasty. He's still angry. Etc. etc. Like, really? Okay.
is probably never going to permanently go away, but we have
I'm not looking at chat, dude. I never looked at chat in a million years. Okay, I'm looking at chat to see how my stream is doing. Okay, I want to make sure there's no fucking delay, dude. Okay, fucking bullshit.
find a way to at least keep the fucking business afloat. Okay, so
I don't think that door.
Patreon, please. I mean, there's some people who are incredibly generous.
This is a redemption run.
Thank you. I just want to say
Thank
this.
you.
Please do not feel
There's no
pressure
coffee.
to pledge to my Patreon unless you can actually afford it. I want to say that too. I know that it's not, oh my god, Phil, I've been watching this content for 8 years.
Yeah, he says it, but if that's how he felt, maybe he shouldn't have the Patreon link in the video. It's right there. It's also in the description. Holy fuck, this description is something. I kind of don't want to look at it. I'm not going to read it. This video is long enough as it is.
And he's going to go away now because YouTube's fucking him month over month. Well, I don't really have a lot of money, and, you know, I really need the money to do my own stuff, but I'm going to give him my money. No, please no. Only if you have the disposable income, you like watching my streams, you like my videos, and you can, you know, afford to do it, please then. Because then that's the kind of people who, you know, that's, again, if people who watched, everyone who watched, $1 a month for me to keep putting out the insane amount of stuff that I do for you. I think $1 a month is a pretty good fucking asking.
But the people who you know, you just said like, oh, if you can afford to pay, you know, $1 a day or whatever. What about that though? What about you know, like those thousands of views might be them. Whatever.
Nice, you know what I mean?
I want to stream near. I don't have the game. I need to get the game first. Jesus, people.
And I never wanted to be in this situation. I never adopted Patreon. I never accepted donations until I needed them, right? YouTube has put me into this fucking position. And I'm not saying that there aren't.
I am. He started Patreon in 2015. I would like to say 2015. Did he really start Patreon because he needed the money, or did he just do it because he wanted to do it? I feel like he did it because he wanted to do it, but whatever.
A lot of choices in my behalf that haven't put me in this position either, right? Of course there were bad miscalculations, finances and stuff. But honestly, who could have foresaw the fucking tidal wave of bullshit that happened, starting with me moving?
Well, that's this guy. I can't remember his fucking name. I'm sorry if you're watching this. I apologize. He did graphs. He did all this data. He did all his data work for free, and he was able to calculate his decline. And was able to say like, well, this month it declined. He started on a Sawcast, but I can't remember his fucking name. But he did this chart, and it kind of showed that he was going on a downward spiral. But every other detractor, even without that, was kind of saying that this was coming, because we started noticing that he started begging for more money. He started doing more shady stuff. He did a shady Patreon goal to get a PS4 Pro and a 4K TV. He had a goal for the TV, for the computer, for the PC, that mysteriously vanished. 2D Will, that's it. 2D2 Will. Thank you, Space Ninja. Again, you come out and fix it. Thank you, Stream Chat. I wasn't. This is a redemption run, dude.
Across the country, right? There's so much bullshit that's happened. Who could have predicted that? If my income had stayed where it was when I moved across the country, I wouldn't need to be doing this. I never would have adopted Patreon. When I moved in 2014, I was making enough money to pay for everything and more some. And then all of a sudden, income goes down, false copyright strikes, all this. Now I gotta adopt Patreon.
But one of his concerns, I remember this being a concern in 2014, that he said himself that he's not sure if he'll be able to make enough, to have enough money to make the move, and he was in constant talks with Machinima to make sure he could. Like, he said, I told Machinima I'm moving so that they know, so that if something changes, they can tell me right away. He said that.
This and that. Ridiculous, okay? So, please, if you can, pledge to my Patreon. If you want to get in for this month, you've only got 6 days left. Actually, by the time you watch this video, it's probably only 5 days left to get in for February. So please, consider it, all right? It's very important at this time with this fucking ridiculous 35 goddamn % less income compared to last month, which was already down. This is insanity.
Oh,
at
no.
this point, all right? It's basically do or die time. It's emergency
Do or die time.
If you watch my live streams on Twitch, consider subbing to my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/DarksidePhil, and or cheering during the streams. People have been doing this tremendously since I came back, and it's really helped me, all right? Twitch is now
Brightside Viking has done it.
a significant source of income for me on a monthly basis. I'd like to keep it like that. If we could get more people coming to the streams and more people engaged and doing this stuff, maybe, right, it'll become 50-50, where 50% of my income is from Twitch and 50% from YouTube. It's never been like that. YouTube's always been like 90%. And then you got Patreon, you got a little bit here maybe from Twitch or whatever, that takes up that last percent. Maybe we need to find a way that I can make more money on Twitch so that it's not that big of a concern with the YouTube ad revenue issues anymore, all right? But outside of that, can anyone think of ways that basically I could have fundraising and or make money doing what I'm doing that doesn't involve direct ad revenue with YouTube, all right? One idea that I had would be like merchandise, like t-shirts, like Teespring, where you can order these t-shirts. It's a campaign, so they don't make the shirts unless it reaches a certain number of orders. So there's no initial investment cost because I couldn't afford that anyway. I have no money. There's no initial investment cost, you know, and people can maybe get t-shirts. Now, last year, it was a dummy shop that I created on.
A dummy shop. Sammy and KG, or whoever was the other second guy who bought the shirt, you bought dummy shirts, dude. Good job.
Teespring. It wasn't one that was serious. I made really terrible designs on there. I know they were bad.
He made terrible designs, and then it's like, I knew they were bad. Then what was the point? What was the point of doing it? Like, that's the thing. If you're gonna sell merchandise, you have to put the best foot forward. Like, you can't just put shitty designs and then expect them to sell. Like that's that's kind of insulting to your fans, because then that to me shows that you were expecting your fans to buy shit, to pay for shit. Like, I gave you terrible designs and they didn't buy them? Wow, dude, fucking bullshit. No, they're not gonna buy fucking garbage, Phil. Just because they lightly support you, that doesn't mean they're gonna buy fucking garbage. I like Megan64, as many times as I said that. They have a lot of shitty shirts that I don't buy. And I'm sure Megan64 knows this. That's why some of their shirts are retired, because they didn't sell properly. Or they tried to lower the price so they could get rid of the stock of them.
Well, I just wanted to see, could I get the shop up and running? Would there be interest? And it seemed to me that last year people were like, yeah, Phil, we'd be interested in Teespring, but not, shitty designs. You got to have someone make good designs or whatever. And I'll be honest, I was thinking about doing it, and I kind of got lost in the shuffle, and I never really ended up going back and doing it, okay? I just got enveloped in all the work last year between the vlogging and the new KOGaming stuff and the DSP gaming stuff. And it sucks because that was an opportunity that I had that I squandered. Here's the deal. If there are people out there who are good at artwork, I've got amazing people who've been submitting some really impressive fan art.
Here we go.
To my streams and stuff recently. You've seen it on pre-stream.
Yeah, but a lot of the fan art on pre-stream is just official artwork that an artist made. Then someone took that, photoshopped his shitty-ass face, and like imposed it or whatever on fucking the fucking game character or whatever. That's fucking shit. And if he sells shirts like that, that could get ugly. But at the same time, though, I've seen people actually sell fan art, so that's anyway. But look. If you're an artist, if you're an aspiring artist, and you're struggling to make money, please don't participate in Phil. Honestly, I'll say this now. I did kind of shoot him an email about it because I was curious to see the price range. I sent him an email asking like, I'm interested in making a shirt for you. What price are are you willing to give me? I gave him a starting price. I gave him a price that I would ask for commissions, and that price I gave is a relatively low price compared to all these other artists, in my opinion. And I'm saying like, and he has not responded yet. Probably he knows I'm a detractor, so he probably is not gonna submit reply back. I'm not gonna give it a design. I'm not gonna fully participate. I was just interested in like see if it's a fair price because this is an issue with artists and a lot of people do this. They always try to undersell the artist. They always try to nickel and dime them or try to pay for less, and it's fucking wrong because you're extorting them. You're exploiting these aspiring young artists that are looking for work, and you're trying to exploit them for money. Fortunately, when I've done a few commissions for a few people, and it's been good so far. I've not had a single issue with these people because I talk to them in email. You know, it's been a pleasure talking to them, and they're both understanding. We're both understanding, and it's great. I never sat there and felt that these people were trying to take advantage of me. Look at Stream Chat. But that's the biggest concern I have with Phil when he does these things where he asks artists to help them. And I just implore you, if you want to help Phil, go right ahead. But be sure that if he's offering money, that you're getting well paid. And I'm sure you're gonna say, "Well, I'm a fan of Phil. I don't care about how much money he pays you." But still, have some dignity. You're an artist. You have every right to demand a decent working price. Just keep that in mind. Because if he's gonna try nickel and dime you for like, oh, I'll pay you $10, don't fucking accept it. Don't fucking bother. If it's less than, honestly, if it's less than 40, if it's less than 40, that's way too low.
Watching. If you want to make some artwork, high quality artwork for shirts, I'd be willing to toss you a few bucks. Now, I can't throw you $1 million, and I certainly can't give you a cut of every sale of a t-shirt, because the whole point here is fundraising for me so I can keep doing this as a job. All right? But I would toss, we'll talk, we'll negotiate. I have no idea what a going rate is. A few bucks here, or maybe,
And then the other thing is that, according to Dragon Slayer Vlogs, shout out to DSV, he emailed Phil to ask him, like, for him to take down his view or something like that. And he asked him nicely. He wasn't like, "Fuck you, Phil, I want my video down," or whatever. He asked him nicely, and Phil was, like, threatening to sue him, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna sue you, and I'm gonna make an example out of you. I'll go out of my way to fucking ruin you." And that is fucking shitty. And if that's what's gonna happen to these people who offer art to him, don't fucking do it.
So if it's a design that's so good that I end up selling a whole bunch of shirts and making profit on it, then maybe I would, I'd be able to give you something reasonable for it. But that's the thing, I'm in a situation where, oh man, if Phil would just have good designs, that's nice. Well, I'm not a graphic artist, and I don't have money to pay anyone. You know what I mean? So, if you're interested, you want to maybe make a few designs. Last night on Twitter, I asked, gee, what would people like? And there were so many suggestions, sayings and things, and nothing I can do. Wow, dude.
Nothing I
was
can
rolling.
do. Wow, dude.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Instant death. Some of the catchphrases I said, like blah, 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 triplets or whatever.
Blah, 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 triplets.
Any of those. And if there was good artwork with it, people would probably want to buy the shirt. But that's the problem. I'm not an artist.
I'm not an artist. That's the problem.
If you are, and you want to make some designs and run them by me as like a demo or whatever, and then we can maybe hash out some details of how I can pay you back or whatever, all right? Let's talk. Again, I told you about the ways. Email, darkstuffphil@hotmail.com. You can tweet me, although I would say don't tweet me for stuff like this. I get so many tweets a day, it's going to go into the shuffle. Email me, or, excuse me, I swallowed the wrong way. Or you can PM me on my forums, thekingofhate.com, all right? So that's one idea I have, Teespring. It's not going to be a great idea. Maybe I'll sell 20 shirts a month, and I'll have a couple $100s of extra revenue or something. You know what I mean? I really don't foresee that because I put t-shirts on Teespring. All of a sudden, I'm selling hundreds a month. I really don't foresee that's going to happen. I mean, when I was in the epitome of my popularity in 2012, and I was doing Project 7, those shirts barely sold. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what the solution is here. A lot of people have said make better perks for your Patreon, and I always say, okay, sure, suggest some, and then they immediately suggest perks I can't do. Like, why don't you do a show or a vlog or something where it's private for a day or two, you only give it to your patrons, but then later on it goes public for everyone else, so it's like advanced access. Can't do it. Because already when I started with Patreon 2 years ago, I had people who hate me who said, I know what I'll do. I'll pledge to his Patreon under a different name, and as soon as he has one of those videos, I'll just fucking publicly give everyone the link, and everyone will have the video from day one.
Yet he, on his web crawl, he has Fred Fucks as a Patreon, even though it's not the real Fred Fucks, but it's Fred Fucks nonetheless.
Fuck DSP. And that's the truth. I'm not making that up.
I'm not making that up! They're gonna get me, dude. Yeah, but like, if I'm your fan, and, you know, the whole point... See, this is the thing. This is where it starts to fall apart. The whole argument is, the whole point isn't about the goals, it's about supporting me. So, if that's the point, then the, fucking... What is it? What am I thinking of? Damn it! If that's not... Oh yeah, then it shouldn't matter if these people are going to make those videos public anyway. It shouldn't matter. Because the whole point of Patreon is to support you. Just saying.
That's one of the things that, you know, other people do. I cannot do advanced access to videos with Patreon. It's just, I can't do it.
I can't.
I wish I could. I can't. Some people have said, why don't I have an ongoing patron multiplayer event where patrons can pledge a certain amount and they get to play with me every month?
This was my suggestion long ago in the distant past. I used to have have an account on his forums, and I said that he should do a monthly multiplayer session with his fans. That was my suggestion. This is his reason why he can't do it, and when I watched this, I was like, I was astounded how dumb he was. This is the dumbest reason not to do it. It's unbelievably dumb. Unbelievably dumb.
It's a good idea, but the reason I haven't done that is because there's not always consistently a lot of good multiplayer games to play, quite honestly. I mean, take a look last year. Last year, alright, all the multiplayer games that came out. Call of Duty, Battlefield 1, Uncharted 4, Doom. At the end of the year, I did a multiplayer event. Guess what? Everyone wanted to play Overwatch and only Overwatch. It's like...
Then just play Overwatch. Like... Then just play Overwatch! I thought you liked the game! Like, that's not a reason. That's not a reason at all! Because the multiplayer event is... You do it one day in the month, and you play a multiplayer game. If everyone wants to play Overwatch, play the fucking Overwatch then! Who fucking cares? You're playing multiplayer with your fans, Phil! You're playing multiplayer with your fans. And you like Overwatch... It seems to be, like, perfect. If everyone wanted to play Street Fighter V, okay, I can understand why you don't want to do it, I guess. But you love Overwatch. Everyone wants to play Overwatch. Play Overwatch. What is this excuse? It's not an excuse. It's a fucking retarded reason. It's so fucking retarded. I just can't see the fucking logic here. It's like...
Well, you know... To do an event like that, plus it's a ton of work to have logistically have everything work, and especially the schedule that I've been working.
Logistically work? You pick Saturday. Pick a weekend. Suggest you pick a weekend. You say, it's going to be the first Saturday of every month, consistently. Everyone knows it's going to be the first Saturday of every month. So when they donate to your Patreon, they know immediately when it's going to be. Immediately. And it's not that hard to fucking make. You just get their names, add them to your friends list, add them to a party, done. How hard is that? How? Other YouTubers have done this, and they're... Oh my god, this is the dumbest excuse. It's so lazy. It's so lazy. This is why people call them fucking lazy.
You know, it's hard to make that work. And honestly... how many people are going to pledge just specifically for that event? We had, what, maybe 20 people who were interested and who participated in the Patreon multiplayer event at the end of the year. So to do that every month as an ongoing thing will get me, what, an extra $50?
But you're fucking struggling for money. Money is $1 a month, what, $50? No, that's fucking dumb. I don't want to add 50. Only $1 a month is perfect. He's struggling for money, and now he's being picky about how much money he gets? If I'm struggling for money and someone said, and if I offered, oh, I'll do this for $60, and so said, okay, I'll pay you $60. I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking be like, okay, great, thumbs up. But I'm not like, well, $60. Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but I want more money. So try next time. No. If I'm struggling for money, and if I said, and in the same video, if $1 a month is all you need, $50 is more than enough. $50 is more than $1 a month. Are you fucking dumb? Phil, go to school, learn value of money, do something. This is no reasons. I have not heard a good reason in this. I'm gonna ask you. This whole reason why he can't do the multiplayer events. If he said something that was smart and you can explain his reasoning, go right ahead, explain it to me, because I don't fucking get how $50 more is not worth it, but $1 a month is. I don't get it.
I have to reshuffle my entire schedule to do it. I don't think that's gonna honestly work. I don't, okay?
Oh, to reshuffle my schedule, it's one day! You have to fucking do it. Oh my god, dude.
What are other ideas? You know what I mean? Like, what are other perks? 9 times out of 10, when people say you should have better perks for Patreon, and then they tell me the perks they want, it's all stuff I can't do.
He can do multiplayer event. How can he not do it? How can he not do it? I can do it. I can fucking do it. I can probably get like 10 people here right now and make a party within 10 minutes. At most. At most. That's the longest time. That's the absolute longest time. I could probably do it less than that, to be honest. But fucking what?
And it's ridiculous because you look at other people who are super successful on Patreon. Oh, well, if I reach this certain amount of funding, I'll make a special video. It's like, but that's what I do now. I make videos every fucking day. Well, what special video am I going to make? You know? I'm already doing game reviews.
Project 7. That could be a video. That could be a special video. Remember when you did that? But this time you don't steal money and you don't make an excuse for why you can't do it. You do it. You say, oh, this project will happen. It might not be within a month, but it's gonna happen. And then it happens. Then you deliver the promise. But the thing is that, like, again, Mega 64 again. Shout out to them. They had a fucking goal for version 4. It was like, okay, well, if you hit this goal, it will come out next year. So it kind of shows that they were working on it beforehand. It's just that they needed the money to like kind of speed up production of it, and they got the money, and now it's being worked on.
It's like the events that I do as rewards for Patreon every month. Those are time consuming, but I do them as a thank you to the patrons for hitting the funding. But I don't know, like, what special event could I do outside of a Patreon goal? I don't know. And
Project 7. Oh, but the planets will align and stop him. Okay.
People suggest, like I said,
I love how the planets aligned for Project 7 to stop, but all of this that's going on isn't a sign that he needs to get a job. Okay.
It sucks because there's other people who make Patreon into such a... Well, if you pledge to Patreon, we're going to do a special Q&A show when we hit this certain criteria, and we're going to do this
Q&A show!
I already do that. I already have Ask the King. I already do all that shit. Those are the perks I have now. If you pledge, you can get your questions answered on Ask the King, and you can do a private Q&A video. That's what I do now. So I don't know what else I could possibly do on Patreon that I would have time to do. Keep in mind, I'm a one-man show. That's the other problem. Oh,
Yeah, but you can like have a goal and say, well, if this goal is reached, it will happen. It'll just won't happen next month or this month or whatever. But the only problem with that is that you have to rely on them trusting you to actually do it, which might be a problem because last time you did Project 7, you didn't really deliver anything. So, oops.
well, this particular group of YouTubers has a Patreon, and they have these amazing goals where they do these events. Yeah, because they're a group of fucking people. They're not one man working out of his office from Washington, you know, where they can,
Again, I plugged these artists before. I-Fi? A-Fi? I-Fi and Nick. Oh, I don't remember this person's name, but they have Patreons. They have good goals. They're one person, and it's great.
one person has time to work specifically on this project or whatever. I don't have that flexibility.
I don't have it.
I'm here. I got to cover games, and I got to be doing my own thing every day. Now I'm going to be working even harder every day. I'm going to be working an extra hour or whatever, so I can take that day off and unwind. But
oh no,
I don't know. If you have concrete suggestions for Patreon to improve it, you think more people would pledge, please, by all means. By all means.
By all means.
On the forums, again, email me, whatever. I need this feedback. I need
positivity.
Feedback I need
right
support.
Now.
I need basically everyone to say, this sucks. What's going on with Phil and YouTube? Let's get the word out. What's going on? Maybe we can get some extra people watching his stuff. Maybe we can get people who normally wouldn't pledge to Patreon pledging. You know, last month, amazing positive outpouring. And again, I gotta say thank you to everyone. You guys saved my ass in January. But again, now.
But if he keeps doing this, how many people are gonna keep donating?
February. Worst situation now. For no fucking explanation or reason. And again, I gotta fucking find out. I'm gonna fucking hound until I get a fucking answer. Because I can't let my business go out of business because someone at fucking Google's a dipshit. And doesn't know how the fuck ads work, ad revenue, and they fucked me over. So I'm gonna find out what the fuck's going on. But that doesn't solve the immediate problem. That I need income in the, you know, to make up for this lost income, okay? So, please. Watch the videos.
Watch the videos.
Patreon, on Twitch when I'm streaming, sub and or cheer.
Cheer.
And ideas. Whether it's Teespring, your artist, you want to maybe submit some cool t-shirt ideas, please send them my way. Or you have good ideas for Patreon goals, send them my way. This is the time. Interactivity is an all-time high right now. With
he needs interactivity, guys.
I love the people. So many people are submitting videos now for KOGaming. It's crazy. Right now, if I have time right now, I'm going to edit one. Thank you for that. I love this. And this is what I mean. I almost feel like...
I love this. I love this.
Right now, I get the best relationship with my hardcore viewer base.
The best relationship.
People who are watching my stuff are loving
the best relationship. I get to ask for money.
Stuff so much. They like what I'm doing. A couple years ago, I felt like it was the opposite. People thought I was doing everything wrong and I wasn't listening. And now it's like the opposite. And now this shit happens with YouTube. It's like when it just won't leave me alone.
Won't leave me alone.
Either one group's upset. Okay, I'm going to improve myself. I positively improve myself. Things are turning around. Oh, YouTube fucks me in the ass with ad revenue. Fuck this. No, I'm not putting up with this shit. No more. No fucking more. I'm going to find out what's going on. But in the meantime, please do what you can to help. All right? So, on Twitter, at the end of this week, I'll let you know what day I'm going to start working earlier. I'll also let you know the days that I'm going to have off, so you know when to not expect the stream, all right? Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll see you all on stream, all right? Tomorrow, I'm actually finishing up Neo on stream, which is going to be pretty crazy. I heard the ending is insanely difficult. Great, so more rage. Oh, yeah, I know you want to see that, so that's tomorrow, and let's play it from here, all right? Thank you so much to everyone for your support, all right? For just watching the video, and I love it, and I love doing this as a job. I don't want to give it up. I don't want to fail at something. I'm not failing. People are watching this stuff. They're liking the stuff. This is good. It feels improving. I'm getting all positive feedback. And then lower income thanks to YouTube. Enough is enough. And if it comes to the point where I'm going to have to demand a fucking personal call with YouTube management to get an answer out of the horse's fucking mouth why they can't do their jobs, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to get you all the answers because I've had enough of this shit. I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm gonna say 8 years of my fucking life, I worked for you. I gave you
I worked for
free
you
content on YouTube, you motherfuckers, for you to have shit on your website, right? Never, what the fuck? It's not like
drift.
It's certainly not like they put out their own content to make their fucking website popular. I was one of the people who spearheaded the raw reactionary style Let's Plays on YouTube. A lot of the shit that you see now is derivative of my work. That I started on YouTube from 2008 to 2012. I was one of the first people to do playthroughs like that. From the hip, shooting from the hip, not a walkthrough, right? I was one of the first people to become popular doing it, is what I should say. I wasn't one of the first people who did it.
Oh
my
God.
I was one of the first people who became popular doing it, and then was able to monetize his videos and make a living doing it. That made it all possible for tons of other people to come after me and become way bigger and better than me. That's fine. I never asked to be big and rich and famous. I just want to do my own little fucking thing and be able to pay my fucking bills and not every month have to deal with more bullshit from people who fucking can't do their goddamn jobs. I swear to God, I'm going to have them by the fucking balls. All right.
Stop.
Calm down now. That's it, everyone.
The
Thank
video.
you for your support.
Please.
I'll let you know when the schedule is going to change on Twitter soon, in a few days. All right? And whatever you can do, whether it's Patreon, whether it's Twitch support with subs or whatever, whether it's something else, please, now is the time. Let's get through this, and let's hope, fucking God, let's hope that YouTube gets back to me and says, oh, okay, we fucked up. Something happened, and this is why the ad revenue is so low, but it's going to get fixed or whatever. Something's got to give. And I'm not giving up on my business after 8 years. I refuse. These motherfuckers are going to figure out what they did wrong, and they're going to fucking fess up, because I'm not. I refuse to go away when I didn't fail. Yeah, I've done a lot of things wrong over the years. I will publicly admit it. But right now, I'm not failing. Right now, I'm listening to feedback. I'm doing things that people want. I have all these positive improvements. You're going to tell me right now, with the way that I just played Neo, where I'm doing so much better now than ever before. When I lost to a boss that was easy for an hour, I fessed up and admitted my fucking mistakes for the first time, right? A major time when I said, wow, that was my fault. And
bullshit.
The criticism. And
it doesn't wipe away everything else.
Play isn't necessarily a horrendous bad thing.
Fuck that. No, we're done. We're done with this video. No, I'm gonna be here all day talking about how dumb that last section is. I didn't fail. Yes, you did. Like, just because that, I think I'm doing good doesn't mean that you're gonna keep your fucking job, keep your money income. Okay, now on the final video. That last part, this fucking enough. Okay. Here's the last part, guys. If you made it this far, fucking God, man. Jesus, I commend you. I commend you. You get a fucking gold medal if you made it this far.
Okay, what's up, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to another vlog, a big update in regards to yesterday's video that I put out right here on the King of Hate Vlogs. Over 7,000 people already checked it out. Thank you for that. I know a lot of people are talking about this because they're worried. They're like, Phil, that vlog you made, this sucks. Ad revenue plummeting into the toilet for you, and no explanation, makes no sense whatsoever. Logically, in February, ad revenue goes up on YouTube, yet for you it went down. How does this make any sense? And, people are worried. I want to say thank you to those who already have been contacting me. I'll be honest here. I haven't had a chance. I got... Oh, my God. I've got a good dozen emails or more from people trying to help out, giving me advice. People pledged to Patreon today. Thank you if you pledged to my Patreon. People basically trying to help me out here because who knows what's going to happen if I'm going to be able to pay my bills come April if this ad revenue issue sticks. Okay. So if you want the full skinny on that, watch the video I put up here yesterday. I'm not going to go into full detail about it. What I'm here to do is to give everyone an update because I heard back from Machinima today. Huge positive news. And boy, did I need it, because let me tell you, here I am today. I'm streaming Neo, the end of Neo. I do the final mission, which unlocks 3 post-game missions. I'm like, oh, this is good. Let me take a quick break. I'm going to jump into this post-game challenging content that I heard is really challenging. And I head downstairs into my kitchen, and there's a puddle of water in front of my sink. I'm looking down, like, what the fuck is this? I open up the cabinets. Water comes pouring out. I'm looking up. Nothing's leaking. What's going on? I turn on the faucet. Water starts pouring down into the bottom of my cabinet. And I look at the back wall, and I realize this has been an ongoing issue.
Why do we need to know about your fucking plumbing? Like, what the fuck? Stop with needless information.
for a while, but we never would know. How would you know that there's a leak under your
God.
sink if it's only when you turn your faucet on, right? Because then how would you see or hear the water? You wouldn't, and it never accumulated to the point where it spilled out, so we never saw it. There's mold.
But he said in the fucking he said yesterday that it's on the floor, it's all over the floor, it's flooding. Now it's it was just leaking. It didn't make it to the floor. It's all good. Fucking hyperbolic nonsense.
The back wall of the fucking sink. I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. It's like
Oh
when it rains,
my
it pours.
God.
So not only did I find out that ad revenue was absolutely terrible in February and it's putting me out of business, now I've got a crazy ass leak in my sink and there's mold everywhere in my kitchen. I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously. So I had to stop streaming earlier today. And I had to basically, for the past hour, that's why I look like shit and everything. I was scrubbing mold out from underneath my sink. I called a plumber.
That's so
Plumber's coming tomorrow
disheveled.
morning to look into this. More than likely, I get the feeling they're going to have to replace the whole faucet because the faucet's the original one from this house. This house was built in the 1990s. It's probably falling apart, and it's probably going to be several $100s of repair cost. Great, just what I need when I'm making no money on YouTube, right? But I digress. That's my day today.
So how is he gonna pay the plumber, dude? Oh my god! Donate now! Hurry!
My email, I got good news. I'm like, holy shit, I've got to share this news with everyone. All right, here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Machinima looked into my concerns regarding ad revenue plummeting in February. And they literally, the first thing that they said to me this time was, this doesn't make any sense. Everyone's ad revenue went up in February. So I was correct with my estimation that in February, ad revenue goes from a low in January and it spikes up because, like I said, there's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay, we get it.
Ads,
we get it.
I know for a fact ad revenue spikes on YouTube in February, okay? So for me to lose money in February and make less money on ads makes no sense. If you remember from yesterday's video, 35% decrease in the amount of money I made on advertisements from January, which was already down. It makes no logical sense whatsoever, okay?
Okay.
So here's what Machinima has found. They did the math, and they said, Phil, we have confirmed that for some reason your channel made, they didn't give me a percent, but they actually gave me a number, so I can actually explain to you how it works, okay? The way it works, the way that ad revenue is measured is per 1,000 views. So on average, there's some people who make more and some people who make less. On average, in the month of January, I made about $1.70, I think, per 1,000 ad-supported views. Now, there's plenty of people who watch it and they don't get ads because they're in regions that there are no ads. There's people who have ad block on. So me telling you $1.70 means nothing. It doesn't mean that I made $1.70 per 1,000 views. It actually means I made way less than that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the estimate. In January went down. On average, a good amount you're looking to make on YouTube for ad revenue is around $2 per 1,000 views. That's kind of what you want. You want around $2 per 1,000 views because that's kind of a good average. Now, the thing is, the end of the year, the holidays, it goes up. Usually it's like $3, $4, $5. And then in January, it plummets. It goes below $2, which is what happened for me. They said, in January, it looks like you made about $1.70 per 1,000 views for those who actually had ads supported and all that. In February so far, you're making $1.30. $1.30. So think about that. That's 40 cents out of $1.70. So that's about a fourth, a little more, no, a little less than a fourth, I guess you could say, of a decrease from what I was making in January. That's crazy. So already January,
he's making $1,
and then it dipped another fourth, another 25%. So it's true. It already had dipped by some, 10, 20% in January. Then it dipped another 25%. So that's what's happening. They said, we confirmed this. Your channel is making way less money on ads, and we don't know why. And here's what Machinima is saying. They're saying, no, your ad revenue should have gone up. There is no legitimate reason here why your channel should be making less money on ads.
Except there is.
It makes no sense. Now, what they did say to me was the only situation where they've seen this happen, where ad revenue goes down for someone like this, is if a video and or their channel is deemed as what's called... hold on, because they have the term.
Oh, here we go.
I have the exact term.
Hold on, I'm gonna time this. I'm gonna time how long it takes them to get this information. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get the actual fucking answer. Let's do this.
I had the exact term. The email disappeared.
The timing.
You gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Stupid fucking thing.
You can't just go to the search in the mail app and type in Machinima, and it'll list all the Machinima emails. But
God damn it!
You can't do that.
Course,
that's too much. That's too much thinking.
This is when it has to happen, right? The email has disappeared from my inbox, even though there's no reason for it. Oh, wait a minute. I sent a reply. I should be able to find it based off of that.
Yeah, he could have edited this out. Let's keep that in mind. He could have edited this out, but he didn't. Or he could have, like, stopped recording and said, wow, this is... I couldn't get the email. Let's just re-record it and cut the fluff out and get straight to the point. But no. One take Phil.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Almost a minute. Almost a minute. So that's a minute wasted. GG.
It's called...
Hold on.
It's called what's deemed advertiser unfriendly. All right.
That was the thing that was going on all last year. Everyone was talking about it. Every single person was talking about it. Phil was so dumb he didn't think that it would affect a Let's Play channel, which the program did not restrict it to certain videos. It said in general.
What does that mean? It means that an advertiser or someone looked at the channel and said, this channel doesn't look like it would be advertisement friendly. Now, what kind of channels get this? This was actually a big controversy earlier in 2016 when people who were vloggers were doing vlogs about things with tags that had like sex or rape and stuff like that. Politics, they were doing videos on politics, and those were being deemed as advertiser unfriendly. And the vloggers were complaining on YouTube, we're vlogging about stuff that's pertinent topics, and you're telling me just because it's a topic that maybe isn't like PG, that it's advertiser unfriendly, and now I can't make money on it anymore?
But it wasn't just, it's not just tags. It's not just tags. Commentary. An advertiser can watch a video, say, wow, I don't like this, mark it as unfriendly, and there you go. He jerked off on a YouTube stream. Already that killed him, but it didn't kill him.
On YouTube, if you have a video that's deemed advertiser unfriendly, first of all, you're supposed to get a notification, and in the video manager, which is a page on YouTube for anyone who uploads videos, there's a little icon when you monetize a video, and it says green for monetized. It changes supposedly to yellow and says it is monetized, but it's been deemed advertiser unfriendly, therefore you're going to earn limited ad revenue on this video, all right?
But see, that's the thing. Does he... Like, it's not like a pop-up notification. It's not like, when you're on Facebook, you have, like, the little one next to the notification center or whatever. This is something you have to actively go to the video manager to see if it got claimed or whatever. I don't know if Phil looks at the YouTube manager, because I think he looks at a different program when he looks at views. So he would never have known unless he looked at the YouTube manager. I don't know if he looks at a different manager or not. So, there's that.
Now that's a per video. That's not even supposed to be a blanket thing that happens to an entire channel. But what Machinima is telling me is, yeah, for DSP Gaming, your entire channel in February is making less ad revenue for no apparent reason. And they even said, we see nothing. There's no indication anywhere that you've been deemed advertiser unfriendly. In fact, it wouldn't even make logical sense. All I do on DSP Gaming is let's play videos of video games, right? I'm not doing controversial topics. Nothing. None of that stuff. It's just raw gameplay, which has forever been deemed as advertisement worthy on YouTube.
Unless your commentary is not advertiser friendly. Do you understand what that program is?
So it's complete horseshit. I mean, I had an advertisement or a partnership contract to put advertisements on my videos since 2011. I'm pretty sure that 6 years later,
motherfucker,
flip a switch and say, "Oh, video game."
All right, a fucking phone call happened in the longest video ever. A phone call happened. Fuck you, Phil. He set me up, dude.
Oh, gameplay is now advertiser unfriendly on YouTube. Bullshit, right? So, that was the first email I got from Machinima. Let me summarize. I did have a 25% roughly decline in ad revenue from January to February. It's confirmed by YouTube, or confirmed by Machinima, excuse me. I should
my
have had an
God.
increase, not a decrease. So I was right in my estimation. I should have made more money, and I made less. I was right there. And there seems to be no logical reason why this happened. It seems to be an error because I'm not deemed advertiser unfriendly. There's no indication anywhere that this has happened. Okay? So then, Machinima followed up again later, and about half an hour later, sent me another email and said, Phil, FYI, we're looking into this for you. We're deep diving into our data. We found someone else who is also a managed partner in our network, just like you, who has the same problem. Now, I don't know if they were aware of it or not, but we found them. Now we have 2 cases. So now we're going to YouTube to find out what is going on with you and this other person, because this, obviously.
Now here's the thing. A lot of people are saying that he's fucked. Oh, it's over. He can't. Don't underestimate Mama Machinima. Mama Machinima is gonna protect their shit eggs from dying for whatever reason. Don't you fucking worry. He's gonna be advertiser friendly again. It might take Machinima a while, but they're gonna fix it because Machinima is going through with it. I mean, unless they're gonna say like, "Oh, there's nothing we can do," then that's a different story. But Machinima is also the same company that was able to like make him stream earlier, so it's gonna get fixed. Don't worry.
Ridiculous. I'm going to go out of business. This is ridiculous. I'm making less money for no reason. So everyone else who puts videos on YouTube is making more money than me right now. So I've been selected to be the shit stain of YouTube because someone at YouTube is a fucking idiot. And
I've been selected by YouTube. YouTube picked me, dude. Are you fucking... How paranoid can you be?
So, I told you, just like yesterday, I've so had it with this. I've had it with having my business get screwed over every little which way by YouTube. They've changed so many things over the years that have screwed over me and my business model. I'm infuriated right now.
Me and my business model. I'm infuriated. My gout is acting up again, guys.
And now to find out that this might be an error or something that happened, oh my God, it's really hard for me to not want us to file a lawsuit at this point.
Oh my... Error? No, it's not an error. Because YouTube isn't the one that deemed you that. It's the advertisers. So you should really be angry at the advertisers for this. Because the way that the advertiser unfriendly program works, it's not that YouTube is marketing people as advertiser unfriendly. The advertisers go to the channels that the ads go on, inspect the channel, and then they're like, hey, this channel is not advertiser friendly. I don't want to fucking have my ads associated with this guy. And then there they go. It marks it as advertiser unfriendly. It's not YouTube, Phil. It's actually the advertisers. Yeah, it's true that YouTube had this system in place, but it's been a thing.
Seriously. All the shit that they've done, it's really getting difficult. And of course people are saying, Phil, but you signed terms of service when you signed up for YouTube. And so what? With all the shit.
So what? Phil, if you go to court with YouTube or with Google, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna say, oh, in the terms of service, we have this that says we can do whatever we want to this site or whatever. And Phil's like, but judge, my livelihood! They're taking my livelihood! The judge is gonna look at them and be like, Phil, do you agree to the terms? Yeah, but my livelihood... Okay, you have no legal ground, Phil. Hope you enjoy paying these legal lawsuits. Google enjoy the money from this guy who doesn't have any money. So yeah, that's it's gonna work out for you.
That I have compiled, who's to say that if I were to take them to court for wrongful treatment, oh, look at this, every little thing they've done hurt my business, yet they weren't transparent about what they were doing. This in particular, zero transparency about taking away ad revenue from me for no fucking reason. They don't have a leg to...
They don't have transparency! They only just said that, oh, we have a new program where... Yeah, okay.
Stand on here. They have no defense.
No defense! Then how did other YouTubers know about this? Magic? Did fucking YouTube magically pull this out of their ass? Okay, let's go to Twitter because another good person has posted something that's gonna prove all this, that YouTube has look at this. Where did this come from? Content that is considered inappropriate for advertising. Content that is considered not advertiser friendly includes, but is not limited to, sexually suggestive content, including partial nudity and sexual humor. I wonder if video games have partial nudity in them. Good question. Violence, including display of serious injury and events related to violent extremism. Does video games have violent injuries and events? Good question. Inappropriate language, including harassment, profanity, and vulgar language. I'm gonna ram them. I'm gonna pound them in the asshole. My asshole's been stretched out. How would you like that for an analogy? Ack. Promotion of drugs and regulated substances, including selling, use of, and abuse of such items. Okay, Phil did not do that. Okay, that's one thing he didn't do. Controversial or sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, tragedies, even if graphical injury is not shown. Remember that Walking Dead playthrough where it was in season 2, episode 1, and Clementine is like sewing her arm up and that, and then there was the time where he played MGS1. Remember that? Yeah. YouTube remembers. So, oopsies.
Ever for what they've done to me, okay? I don't know, man. Well, the thing is, I love doing YouTube. I wanted YouTube as a living.
Cough drops.
I'm not going to be doing this no more. So, the thing is, I'm just hoping this will get resolved. Maybe it was an internal glitch. It was an error. Maybe they got an employee who hates my guts. He's a fucking detractor, and he watches all the...
Jackie Chan! I did not know Jackie Chan worked for YouTube. We should all be really nice to Jackie Chan because he can fuck us over now. It's proof, dude! Jackie Chan works for YouTube.
Angry videos about me on YouTube, and he's a dick, and he decided behind the scenes to flick on the switch to lower my ad revenue on DSP Gaming. Who fucking knows what it is? I actually don't even give a fuck. I just want it fixed. Because now it's 3 weeks. Over 3 weeks in February. Today's what, the 23rd? So 23 days where I've been making 25% less than what I'm supposed to be making. By the way, do you think YouTube's going to pick up the slack and pay me for that? Fuck no. They're going to say, oh well, we fixed it now.
They're not going to pay for that because there's a lot of variables and it's very lofty, and they don't want people to milk the system. Because if they get Phil, if they pay Phil for all that, who's to say that other YouTubers are not going to abuse that system?
Also, it's good for going forward, and they're not going to pay me the money they owe me, basically. So I don't know. I'm still nervous. We don't know what's going on, but this is at least we've got confirmation that the issue exists. From Machinima's standpoint, this is completely erroneous, and they're going to bat for me with with YouTube, and hopefully we'll have an update.
But remember, fuck Machinima. If they don't give me the answers I want, I'm gonna ram them. I'm gonna fucking pound them. I'm gonna keep pounding them, dude. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna keep pounding them because they cannot take my livelihood. But I guess he meant YouTube.
Okay, and that's about it. That's what I have in for you now. I'm so disheveled. Look, I got a deal. I got a plumber coming tomorrow morning. So, by the way,
12 minutes in
my stream tomorrow morning is not guaranteed to start at the right time because it depends on when this
End it. Remember, this is good news. Good news, guys. Phil said this is good news, but the good news is that this problem might not be fixed. So that's the good news.
Post that up on Twitter so people understand that. But this plumber's coming between 11 and 1 tomorrow. So that usually I start by 12 my stream. No guarantee I can even do that now because I don't know when the plumber's showing up. I don't know how serious of an issue this is. If this is he can go up and just go boop and fix it, or if this is going to be, oh my god, your whole faucet's falling apart and this is going to need a whole replacement. So we have to go buy you a replacement faucet, then install. It's going to be hundreds of dollars and hours of labor. I just want to play games, man. I just want to have fun.
I just want to play games and make money off of my viewers, dude. I just want to play games. I don't want to be an actual adult and have responsibilities.
I want to go back. I'm serious now. I just want to go back to how it was when I started with Machinima in 2011, when every day I could just walk in, I could play games and have fun. I don't have to worry about ad revenue. I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. I don't have to worry about nasty fucking people saying shit behind my back and saying I'm a liar. That's what someone's been spamming me today. I lied in my video last month in January. I lied about what I had made. No.
Yeah, you did. In January, you said you are in trouble. You're not making enough money. And then in the weekend preview in February, you said that you might not. Everything is fine. So, yeah. Well, actually, no. It wasn't much of a lie. It's more of an exaggeration. He kind of jumped the gun.
I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about, you stupid idiot? Like, this is
Pay me, you stupid idiot! Wow!
what I mean, but they take this shit. Oh, Phil made a video in January saying that he had made less money. Now he makes one in February and it contradicts the first one. Therefore, Phil's a terrible person and a liar. What? Like, what? And that's it. There's no evidence because it's not. It's factually untrue.
It's factually untrue. The weekend preview is not factual, guys. The weekend preview apparently is a fabrication from detractors. The actual video of him saying, "Oh, it's fine, everything's fine," is that's not true. He never said that, even though he did. Yeah, okay, Phil, you're right.
What they're saying, but they'll all hype each other up about it, right? They hype each other up, and now it's a group mentality, a bandwagon, and now they all believe it.
I'm hyped, guys! Oh, man! I'm watching this video, I'm getting hyped because he's saying shit that... Oh, man, I'm hyped! Woo! Okay.
I just want to go back and playing games every day and having fun and not having this. This is ridiculous.
Hyped, guys.
This is just...
Bandwagon mentality? It's not like that we looked at your videos, listened to what you said, and said, wow, in this month you said this, then this video you said that. Nope, we're just getting hyped.
What is going on? That all I ever wanted to do was play a video game, react to it, share it with people.
But I thought reacting to stuff is bullshit, and I thought reacting was stupid. But I guess it's not when you're playing a video game. Okay.
And we could all have a good time together and be entertained, right? What happened?
Then why not just be entertained when you play video games?
What happened to YouTube? Really? What the fuck happened?
What happened to YouTube? Phil, when money gets involved with a website, shit kind of happens to it. Things start to change because of money. You know, that's why I've said in the Ask the King, when you do when VidMe gets the monetization stuff, they're gonna become YouTube. They're gonna have the same copyright issues. They're gonna have these all this shit that's gonna make it more friendly to advertisers because money is important to people. And when you add money to something, shit tends to happen. And Google is very profitable.
This website, look what it is now. It's nothing like what it used to be. It's all big-time production, corporate shit. The big guys who are going to make us tons of ad revenue. It's all about, look at this. Look what they did to me. Fuck Phil. He's only been here for 8 fucking years.
Fuck Phil.
Put up over, 50,000 gameplay videos on YouTube total. And, provided how many years of content for us and brought in how many thousands of people to YouTube. Fuck him, because he's not PewDiePie, right? So, to hell with him. It's like, what the fuck, man? This is out of control at this point. And I'm glad, thank God. And people say to me, why are you still with Machinima? Partnered networks are a thing of the past. Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, because I'm with Machinima under a managed partnership, I have a lot of protections from things like Content ID.
Yeah, he's just very desperate to be in a position where he can be protected from Content ID.
One of the major reasons why people have a lot of problems doing videos for YouTube. When they want to do gameplays, they get Content ID matches up the ass. Music from over here. Nintendo stealing every possible video that you made ever about Nintendo and claiming all the revenue on them. Content ID is a huge problem for someone who's not with a partnered network. Because I'm a managed partner, I get no Content ID matches, and I get ad revenue on all of my videos.
I get that money! I get all that money with Machinima! Okay.
That's a great thing.
Great thing. Take a sip.
But, in all honesty... the real reason I'm still with Machinima is because of this right here. Because they...
Yeah, he just said that he wants to pound Machinima until he gets the answers that he wants, right?
They deep dive the data, they find out what's going on, and they go to bat for me.
See, I'm telling you, remember when he said in the other video, oh, I'm gonna pound Machinima, I'm gonna keep getting answers from Machinima, because this is unacceptable and all that shit. Remember when he said that? Now all of a sudden, I love Machinima. Machinima's great. Machinima is so good. They're so good to me. I love them. I love you, Machinima. Even though I said a lot of bad things about you, but I love you, Machinima. Machinima, like, wow.
Done it multiple times. When I had false copyright strikes 2 years ago, they were right there. They had a whole meeting with YouTube about it and got it cleared up very quickly. It was supposed to take 2 weeks. They got it cleared up within a few days, right?
But remember, he doesn't get special treatment, guys. Remember that. He doesn't get special treatment.
Hear me, man. They do, you know, like, I can't complain. They really do a good job of taking care of me. And
I can't complain. Well, in the last video, he complained about not getting the answers he want in those emails. But now he can't complain. Okay.
I've been with them for 8 years, and I never, you know, never ever have I really thought about leaving them. Because not only do they have this kind of service for me, but they also have the best contract of anyone. I've looked out there for other partnership networks and opportunities. Not one company has ever offered me what Machinima does for me with the contract that I have with them. Okay, even now with the reduced contract based on ad revenue, it's still better than any offer I've gotten from any company, including ones that were trying to get me to.
Because you've been with Machinima for a long time, so they're gonna pay you more. You're not with those other companies for that long, so they're not going to pay you as much.
Signing bonuses and stuff. They're like, we're going to pay you this flat amount of money, you know, to join us. But then I look and I'm like, yeah, but your contract's less than what I'm making with Machinima, so within a few months it's going to be made up the difference anyway, so it doesn't matter. And of course, then they have nothing to say. So why would it be a no-brainer for me to leave Machinima, have content ideas?
Yeah, they say nothing because they're surprised how shitty you are as a person. Like, you're like, wow, this guy is expecting us to give him, like, all this money from day one? What an asshole.
To ask, make less money, and not have anyone to go back to bat for me. Imagine if I wasn't with Machinima right now. Guess what I'd be doing?
Sucking dick.
Packing everything up. Look, pack this microphone up. YouTube's over. It's done. Party's over, everyone. YouTube party. Hashtag YouTube party is over. And fucking take the fucking soundproof from off the wall. That's it. Going to fucking, you know, get a job because that's it. What am I going to do? Email them?
YouTube party's over. It's over. You know, what do you expect me to do? What the fuck?
You really think they care?
You think I'm gonna email them? You think they're gonna care? But in the last video, you said you're gonna demand a personal phone number to talk to them. This fucking baby. He's such a fucking child. When things doesn't go his way, he's like, oh, I can't believe it. Fuck Machinima. Fuck Google. Oh, I'm gonna get answers. I'm gonna pound them. I'm gonna fucking do this and that. This one, Machinima is great. I love them. They're great. Oh, guys, you think YouTube is gonna care? I mean, come on, let's be real, guys. I mean, let's be real. This fucking guy, he did a video in the last video, he was going through a temper tantrum, and now that he calmed down and he's not in a temper tantrum, it's like when you're a kid and you get very angry at your parents, you say a lot of mean shit. You're like, fuck you, mom, fuck you, dad, I hate you. And you get really angry, and then you go to your room and you fucking pout, you fucking throw hissy fits, temper tantrums, whatever. And then like the next day, your parents are like, oh, look, I got you a toy or whatever. You're like, mommy bought me a toy. Oh, I love my parents. Oh, woo. And you're all very like happy because you're not angry anymore. That's what this is. He was extremely angry in the last video, throwing temper tantrums, all this stuff, and now he's happy. He's like, oh, YouTube's not gonna care about my emails. I mean, let's be real.
YouTube, a common guy, they're not going to answer me. Or if they do, they're going to give me fluff, you know? At least now I got someone going to bat for me because, hey, the bottom line is, if I fail, it's going to affect Machinima too, right?
How? All the big dogs left Machinima. Machinima is basically like, no one gives a shit about Machinima. Machinima knows this. They're not going to fucking care. I'm sorry. They're only just trying to keep you there because you're the only one there.
Doesn't make any sense. So... all right, folks. So that's the deal. That's what's going on. Positive news. All right. Negative news in regards to my kitchen. Positive news in regards to what's going on. I'm still going to lose.
Guys, don't worry. The positive news on his YouTube is that Machinima is trying to get him to be advertiser friendly again. And he probably will be, to be honest. I mean, come on. Let's be honest here, guys. He's gonna be advertiser friendly again. Just saying.
Ton of money this month, and I'm still going to be in financial trouble because of it. But hopefully this can get fixed, all right? Because right now I should be making way more money. Now think about how this sucks. Those 2 weeks, the beginning of February, when Neo was out and it was hot and everyone was tuning in, I didn't make any of the ad revenue I should have made. All that increased ad revenue for the Super Bowl and all that, I lost it all because of YouTube. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fucking nice?
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for your support. Thank you for your positive messages. Thank you for the dozen or so emails I have to read here because I have not even had a fucking chance to read any of these emails to find out. Some people are saying, oh, Phil, I have suggestions. Maybe I can help you out and this and that. I know one person actually said they were going to try to make possibly a dry run of artwork for t-shirts, right? For t-shirts for me to do on Teespring so I can have some additional fundraising through that method. Thanks to those who pledged to my Patreon. A few people did pledge overnight. Your support is very, very appreciated. I'll keep everyone in the loop, all right? All right, I'm off. I have to upload today's gameplay videos that I did get to play before I had to cancel the stream because of this leak in my kitchen. And then I'm off to eat some stew that we made for dinner. We're slow cooking in the kitchen right now. It's done in 45 minutes. And then tonight, I think I'm going to work on a new KOGaming community creation submission. It's This is how you don't play Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. The one with the fucking ride and slap.
It's Metal Gear Rising, you fucking asshole.
Shit. That one. Boy, was I bad at that fucking game, and this video was a good one, so.
And you blame the developers.
That's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll have more for you soon, hopefully. Peace out. Thank you for your support.
Alright. If you made it this far in the video, if you made it to the end, unfortunately, I can't give you a prize, I can't give you compensation for it. But I'm glad you made it this far. Thank you for watching this long-ass video. I apologize it's this long. I did not plan it to be this long. I was thinking it was going to be 3 hours at the most. So, I hope it's not 5. It is what it is. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.